Hey guys, what's up? So we're live again for the MSC restream video, and we are about to start. Few more minutes and the draft pick is almost starting. Are we live? Live? It's gonna be RSG. Team lineup of RSG. Are we live? Oh, there we go. We're live. What's up, Moose? First, yeah. Here we go. Aditya, Dark Zip. Okay, what's up? What's up, Elgin? JR, hello. What's up, Joel? Frieza, Payabid, Sim Changa, Jaden, Erwin Gonzaga, Thunder C4. So, RSG versus BXF. So which this, and remember, this is now the knockout stage. So whichever team loses on this one, they're out. Solar System, what's up? Andrew. Yuring. So how your day go, guys? I'm waiting for this, Kuya Elgin. Aldous, what's up? Mantong Boham, Bobman, Joshua Besramin, Yayan Boy. Who are we supporting? I'm really not sure. Burn was doing pretty good on their last game. Oh, snap. Can we expect the debut hero today? Elgin, I am not sure, man. Strongest team from Cambodia. Remember, MSC is being held on Cambodia. Is Elgin rich? No. We're not rich, man. We're poor. Man, look at these teams. Paya Bid. Am I saying your name right? Say my name. Paya Bid, what's up? Only Philippines team I support here. What's this about? This is MSC. It's teams duking it out. Regional teams. But Navi pick today. So which is this best of 5? I'm not sure actually. I think this is only best of 3. Did it become best of 5 on the knockout stage? RSG SG. Yeah, it's been ages since we've seen Singapore play on the higher stages, on the later stages of this tournaments. It will be nice to see RSG. Oh, it's best of 5. Okay. It's best of 5. By the way, this is gonna be held on. It's gonna be held on for 4 days, June 15 to 18. 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. Echo or Blacklist, Elgin? I'm not sure. I would actually like to see another team to come out on top. Because lately it's been PH who are dominating on the later stages. You lose your gun. Oh, okay. Once a team loses, remember this is the knockout stage. If their team loses, they're gone. They still have a chance on M5 though. Will Lunox against Fredrin work? Who do you want to see winning in this MSC, Elgin? I am not sure. I would like to see an underdog team actually winning the fight. Andrew, thank you for the 29 pesos donation. Benny QT. Oh, these are their lineups. I mean their rankings in the gold lane. Donut from Burn X is on the 4th. RSG 3rd. What teams are fighting? It's RSG, Singapore, and Burn BXF from. How much is the prize pool in MSC? I actually don't know. But anyways, these teams, these teams, the prize pool is actually just a bonus because they get a lot of sponsorship during these events. For example, on Blacklist T-shirt, you can see a lot of yeah, they do play on custom. For example, on Blacklist T-shirts, you can see a lot of sponsors on their jersey. These teams, they actually just consider the prize bonus for these events as just a bonus for them, because if you get to the top final stages of these events, there's actually a lot of ways for the team to earn money. The exposure, sponsorship, and whatnot. Yusuf, what's up? I seek forgiveness. 300k. See, 300k is actually a very small price compared to the maintenance of this team for the team owners. Cambodia official runs TC, because that's how the thing works in esports. It's either you make it or you break it. So if you keep on winning, there's actually a lot of chances on winning. There's a lot of chances on making money. Yeah, because the owners of this team isn't really gonna be building these teams up just for 300k. There's a lot of other ways for them to earn. Kaloso, Mabengwa, what's up? I mean, the Blacklist even has their own bus. When I was on the Conquest, when I went to the Conquest event on last time, I saw the Blacklist bus. They have their very own bus, right? Imagine that. Having your own bus just for your whole team, and it was painted and designed as the Blacklist and all. What if Elgin is playing on M6? There's still M5 though. What's the name of their bus? It's oh snap, I am sweating. A lot of people are actually starting to invest on the esports. Here, at least here in PH, a lot of people are starting to invest on esports and stuff like that, because that's where the money is these days. Especially if they want to get exposed. Oh my! Wait, guys. Come on, start. Andrew, thank you for the 49 pesos. How do they make a return on esports? I knew it, Badang. Sponsorship. That's how they make their return on sponsorship. I mean, imagine if all of the Blacklist members, or Echo for that matter, if you're one of the top teams and they make social accounts for those members, like YouTube, Facebook videos, tutorials, a lot of people will actually watch them because they are the pro guys. Whenever they give tips and whatnot, they are the guys to listen to. Because drafting phase, here we go. Where I'm gonna have to shut up first. Yusuf, what's up, Yusuf? I am not ignoring you, Yusuf. I am seeing your draft pick phase. Andrew, thank you again for the donation. Draft pick phase, we're gonna shut up for now and listen to the comments of the shoutcasters about the drafting phase. Let's listen to the game now. New emblem is about to get released within this month, I think. Okay, wait, guys.
Respected Shamar. In the meantime, Burnex Blast respecting on the Diablo.
Okay, here's what it is, right? Coach Mitch said it. He said it in the video. Diablo, we're gonna ban your heroes, and here he's being a man of his word.
I mean, even though we said that, yes, he is going to ban his heroes, and even the Handsome Devil just giving us a quick little Rsg smile there, capturing hearts and minds across the world.
RSG is also respecting Chima on this Lancelot, just a secure, safe pick.
Yeah, definitely. We know that RSG, they play a traditional marksman, right? You can see from Oki. So you want to ban out heroes, that will be a problem for the marksman. And oh my, respect is off the charts. You know what happens now that you ban out both Diablo's heroes, like signature heroes? It opens up a lot, like Joy, Arlet, your Valentina, your typical bans. 1-1 might be even open for Rsg Slate.
But next Flash have to tread carefully. Right now, with the two signature picks being banned out, Diablo's hero pool is so deep that he only shows these two.
Diablo Iceberg.
Yeah.
The Diablo Iceberg.
Definitely. I think
Diablo.
There was an interview with Diablo that they wanted the teams to specifically ban out Diablo's heroes because he wants to play more heroes. So I wonder what he still has got in his bag of tricks.
I do know there's quite a couple, right? Throughout the past few seasons, even though, you know, it may have moved out of meta to a certain extent, we still could see a possibility of Paquito. Yuzhong not really so much anymore, but he could definitely play that.
Yep.
Uranus is starting to see a comeback, so we could very likely see Uranus.
Well, let's not forget about Benedetta, my personal favorite as well. I always like a good Benedetta player, but as Wolf mentioned, there's actually a lot of picks that are up in the air. Diablo banned. It's a dapper disguise as Diablo only played non-meta heroes in Badang and Khalid so far, both of which Burnex Flash has banned.
Very quickly. That means that the Joy will be opened up. With the ban on the Kaja, I think it merits RSG is like they're gonna be rewarded to pick up the Joy right now. They only will have to think about the Franco, which I think that will be answered, but instead it's going to be the Fredrin.
We're not mentioning the fact that now in the knockouts, Brock is back. But just to say, where's the Nova? Nova's open!
Various open.
Anybody remember what happened to Outplayed? I don't know, but Bray, he better have his fingers warmed up on his retribution on first purple.
Oh, surely. I think you go Novaria right now if you're Burnex Flash. But instead they go glue Novaria.
There it is. Coach Mitch heard me.
Okay, you still have the Joy. I think that it still is a good thing for RSG nevertheless. And wow, they're the crowd is just cracked up.
That crowd, literally my secret lab is shaking, and this is a heavy-duty chair.
Yes. I mean, so far, I do like the idea of Joy, right? Joy so far within the entirety of MSC has only been picked 4 times and won twice.
Oh, there it is!
Benedetta! That's pretty early.
You like it, right, Gideon? And I think that it's probably way too early, though. But I think it makes sense.
Yeah,
against the glue.
I think it made sense a lot. I thought for a moment that was going to be a Barca pick, but even the players are just dashing back and forth. I'm not sure whether that is going to be the secured one, because again, I was expecting Farmis to be the natural go-to mage, or maybe even flex into the support position against this glue. But we see the Beatrix locked in for Burnex Flash.
So far, Burnex Flash have already shown their few cards. There's not much of a flexibility going on around here. Actually, to be fair, Novaria, we have seen roam Novaria a few times. But in MSC, it has been very... How can I say? It's been working as a mage. We've seen the pokes, we've seen the damage. So I believe that Burnex Flash might want to replicate something like that.
And this is not the hometown heroes trying to upstage RSG, because if you remember, Oki and Roy did their double Kamehameha, right?
Exactly.
And now it's Seacat and Dodo who's trying to do that.
It's the bang bang.
That's right.
The MLBB, right? You go for the Novaria for added hitbox, which is very unique to the hero, and I think that it really brings a lot to the table. You saw how that Renner was able to connect just because of that increased hitbox coming out from the
and
Novaria.
vision!
And extra vision.
Off of the Astral Echo, I'm loving it.
That's why I love the Novaria. It's just a borderline OP hero, you know?
You say borderline OP, it's
yeah.
either teams have been picking it up straight away and dominating, or completely ignoring it, right?
Yeah.
And now we start moving into the second phase, and a lot of questions come into my mind. And number one is, what exactly does RSG look to kind of how do they position themselves here against this draft so far?
Yeah, so you're looking at RSG. They have both. I would assume that this is Farsa and Fredrin. They want to engage for sure. So they want to just really 5v5 against their opponent. So if you want to position your composition, you're going to be looking for another way to start the fights, not the Benedetta, because the Benedetta is more like a split pusher, you know?
But Diablo's Benedetta so far has always been trying to do a lot of split push, and he would mostly be absent in team fights. He creates so much space, and he would want to be ahead of tempo against this glue. Whatever he can do, he wants to get the lane priority in order to find some other control with the team.
I mean, if this does become a big problem, they drop this series, at least Burnix Flash doesn't have to go to an airport to go back home. They can just take a step back and be like, guys, next game, let's really start thinking about this. But more importantly, also it is the Farsa
It is the Farsa.
So they want some form of scaling to really punish this Novaria. But we saw it the last time, when you stay still, and especially when you're up against Beatrix well as Novaria, double damage.
Yeah, this is why I feel that there should be something that Rsg is prepared, has prepared because of his Farsa pick. Because, theoretically speaking, I don't think it will be good versus the Novaria and the glue. Like, there's already a lot of counters, but it does have a lot of burst. And we know that both Beatrix and Novaria can be taken out easily. So maybe that's the idea here.
Single worthy foe.
Let me pose you a question, Wolf. The fact that Diggy is already getting banned out here, the fact that we don't even see Grok or Kufra, Lucian Cutie, the cute one's Minotaur all over again?
100%. I think it's good. And, well, then again, if you look at the other heroes of SG, maybe they're not that scared about the Minotaur because he naturally get evaded. But yeah, I think that the Minotaur eventually will be up there. There's the Bane. Gonna be very good against the Farsa because the Farsa stay still. You have a deadly catch, you cancel the ultimate easily.
Not just the Bane though, not just the Minotaur, I mean. Maybe even the Atlas. Consider that. What if they want to close the gap that way, given how, I'd say, mobile Rsg is right now?
I'm thinking of Franco as well. After looking at how D7 has been playing a mean Franco, we can definitely expect to see Lucian Cutie playing on the Franco based on his win rate even in the MPLSG. He's been doing relatively good with that. And pickoff is probably something that they will want to see.
Oh, they steal it. Ooh. This is smart. And you go carry so that you have the shred.
So now they have the anti-tank, they have the team of fights set up. I mean, we were speculating how they want to set up this fight to make sure that at least this Farsa can do something. But now we see it, right? It's a very clear picture.
Carry hasn't been doing very well in MSC, but at least when you pick it here, when you go and close up your lineup with this, you're doing fine. And yep, it's D7. Oh no, that's so much range, so much hot hands coming in from Burn X Flash. It's in their name.
Wow, this is interesting because now there's no way to cancel the Bloody Hunt coming out from the side of RSG. So if they do land a snag, and by the way, this is the Varia ultimate, remember? Hitboxes. Franco, we theorized that maybe this could be the way for Burnix Flash.
So that's 3 skill shots that they have to be worried about. Let's look at the audience prediction so far. And of course, Cambodia, wait, 80%? I thought that was going to be 100%, but a large majority leaning towards RSG. Even the Turkish agree with them.
Singaporeans haven't really been, fully supporting our own homeboys, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's a fair argument.
Wow.
Oh boy, but with that being said here, this is it. This is the knockout stage. We're finally here at day 1 in our first match of this best of 5. Oh boy, Leo, I think it's time. Would you like to introduce these teams?
Yes, I would! Let's get back into the land of dawn. I know y'all missed it. Here's Rsg Slate SG going up against Burn X Flash in the opener of the knockout stage.
Right off the bat, what I do want to see and what I want to question when it comes down to RSG's lineup is the fact that they are such a front-to-back, team-fight-oriented composition. This kind of seems as though that they are trying to set themselves up so that even if Diablo is not around trying to create space somewhere else, they can still possibly win a fight.
But we've seen lineups that have great coverage. We've seen lineups that try to do so much with so much space that it eventually flops. Look at this, an early amount of damage taken onto Oki, an early recall.
Yeah, definitely. This is much needed for Burnix Flash, knowing full well that the main damage coming up for RSG will be coming from the Goldaner, Oki. I mean, you could argue that the Farsa eventually will output the damage, but generally speaking, your constant source of DPS comes from the carry, and starting in the Goldane means that Burnix Flash identifies that as the main win condition for RSG.
Something to note as well, look at all of the flickers coming in from Burn X Flash. They are looking to, instead of Purify through the Minoan Fury, through the main CC that RSG are presenting, they're just going to get out of there. So I'm thinking hard re-engage. So Burn X Flash are not going to take this lying down. Again, the pressure down here in bottom lane. Oh, D7.
Relatively passive game so far coming in from both sides. It kind of seems as though RSG do want to put a little bit of priority onto the bottom lane, considering the fact that Carry and Beatrix is a relatively even matchup.
And the answer from Rsg Slate is they're going to put a lot more in XP. They're going to try to watch out for XP because look, they've now left Donut and Oki.
Yeah, so I think they're going to mirror each other. It's the triple switch wherein you switch the mid lane to the XP lane and you put the roamer in the mid lane and you have the XP laner roaming in the river.
And now at 2 minutes, Turtle is up. Shima first on the scene. ATM drawing a line.
They're just going to be putting all of their resources onto ATM first. However, it doesn't seem like it's going to be phasing ATM at all until Roy came into the picture. As now the split is just going to be connected onto Bray. As we look over to the back, Diablo just going to be focusing onto the turtle. But that will be Lucian Cutie that takes the turtle at first. But X-Flash immediately retreated themselves afterwards.
A string of odd occurrences.
Yes.
First up, Lucian Cutie gets the turtle, and then first blood drawn onto who you want to put the turtle on for Burn X Flash.
That was really a weird interaction, but big props to the side of RCSG, just making sure that they
Donut immediately flickers himself out of the way. Roy gets a kill. C7 connects right down onto the hook, plus the knockdown, and that is going to be a 1-for-1 trade.
Yo, absolutely overextension coming up from RSG, from RSG, then Vertex Flash with a great punish. And this is important because now you give a lot to the gold laners, for both ends actually. But then again, it's even more so important for RSG. Vertex Flash, they have a way out of this. They can go for pickups, but RSG, they have to go full engage.
Nope, they're not letting him breathe, and they hook Bray!
Onto Bray, and he doesn't seem like he will be close to purple buff anytime, but he still manages to take it away from Chuma.
Grand Theft Purple already. Chuma, a taste of his own medicine. Where is Seacat? Oh, we've been talking about how much vision and how much better the boxes are going to be for Burn X Flash, but it looks like they're diving in hard and they're and the most unfortunate of pauses. This is the first occurrence of a pause in the knockout stage, so folks, we're still waiting for the update on what exactly needs to be fixed, but do know that we want to give our athletes here, our competitors, the best competitive experience. So now with that being said, small lead over to RSG, SG, and they know this because they've been going super fast.
Yeah. By the way, I just want to take note, related to being fast, I like that they are actually playing fast with Fredrin and Minotaur. Typically, you want to wait for a team fight, right, when you play the Minotaur. But now what they're doing is to invade. Grand Theft Purple, this is the reason why they are so bold going into the purple buff, even when there's like a Beatrix and a Franco out there, because it's because of the fact that you have sustain coming out from the Minotaur. You cannot give a license to your Fredrin to be aggressive and invade. Typically, Fredrins don't invade, right? Particularly in this case, going up against a Bane. But the fact that they have both Minotaur, two big dudes in the purple buff, right? It's gonna be difficult for the defense, and that's the reason why they were able to do it.
We've gotten note that this pause is going to be relatively quick, so folks, don't worry. Here's a quick stat. RSG is the only team that has 100% first bloods and first turret take rates in the group stages. Abstract, is this par for the course? Is this typical RSG behavior?
Well, honestly, all the time when it comes down to MPLSG, they are always crowned as the most aggressive team. They will always want to invade in the jungle as fast as they could. But ironically, despite all these aggressive playstyles, they don't play very aggressive early game roamers, which is unfortunately not really quite Lucian Cutie's flavor.
And something I also noted after watching and studying MPLSG, specifically RSG, right? They really like early aggressive trades. They are willing to give something else off of the map to go as fast as they could and be the aggressor to push their agenda. That's not happening here against Burn X Flash. They're just getting things for free.
They're not afraid to die.
They are. I think that it's generally the idea for RSG is to actually be not afraid to die anytime, because what your win condition could be is to engage, right? But they also have that maybe that second, your plan B, utilizing this Diablo Benedetta for the split push. Now, I'm not entirely confident on whether or not Diablo actually plays that way, right? Maybe Abstract can play this whenever he plays the Benedetta, or maybe Gideon along the way from the sides can actually give a side whether because he's excited to see the Benedetta. Does he play the split push way, right?
Most of the time, he actually do go for split push.
Okay.
But it does seem like it's a little bit out of his character to actually go around to the opponent's buff that much. Usually, he will proxy the lanes, and then he will just kind of give information instead. But sometimes from the top lane, he goes over to the middle lane to clear and try to get a hyper carry in himself. in the early stages.
So even this seems to be a new book, a new chapter in the
guess so.
RSG playbook. I'm excited to see where this leads and how far they can push Burnex Flash, because getting off on the right foot, despite Burnex Flash having an amazing draft, I'm here for it. And it looks like our Marshall says they are too, as we go back into the game. And there's the hook!
Oh, and of course, it does seem as though Lucid Kitty wants to continue on, but a flicker comes in from Oki to ensure that he'll be able to come close to Donut.
Wow. Great answer coming out from Rsg Slate. Well, there was a great hook onto the far side, but the fact that they took a donut in between 2 lanes, I think that's going to be great.
I think this is going to be bad due to the fact that Donut actually died 2 times in bottom lane already. That is not great in an even matchup between Carry as well as Beatrix. But right now, RSG, they're getting themselves right underneath the turret's nose, and CCAT and D7 doesn't seem like they will be able to defend that too much.
They're treading the needle here, and they see that turtle is up, so they might need us elsewhere. Let's let Donut breathe first, but again, that's a tactical retreat coming in from RSGSG. Up top, Diablo's, again, going as aggressively as he could, forcing ATM here to back out. Something to note about Burnex Flash's draft is they have no real peel. Besides ATM, who actually wants to draw a line between his opponents and his squad, there's really not much they can do to stand up against RSG's damage, and now a free turtle take right in front of ATM's face.
Roy did manage to get hit by the Grand Grab, but it doesn't seem like it will be too big of a thing, because RSG don't want to be so aggressive on ATM. Great escape though when it comes down to the flicker. In the meantime, down to the bottom lane, great start coming from CCAT. Oki knew that he had no choice but to take the fight head on. He goes down, and so will Lucid Cutie.
The numbers game were against RSG down bottom, and it looks like they couldn't find a way to capitalize, so this was a losing trade.
Oh, 100%. Burnex Flash. Great cross-clap play that you saw from them. They put 3 heroes onto the bottom lane right as the second turtle ended. So what happened was, the members of RC were divided, Oki was left open, and even when they decided to not contest the turtle, they went in for a bottom lane trade where they got a kill onto Oki and the turret.
And given this situation right now, RSG Slate SG have to repair. Let's again look at what gave Burnex Flash here this 500-600 gold lead in this early of a game state. Here's that mistake down bottom. They picked the fight against 3 members.
Donut flickering in, just looking for Oki, not really minding Lucian Cutie. There was a great jump coming from Lucian Cutie eventually, but you saw that Donut was focused on a mission, win the gold lane matchup, and now they're leading by 400. They even transferred to the top lane.
I really like the fact that Burnex Flash immediately went for recovery mode in the bottom lane to try to make things good for Donut. In the meantime, RSG knew what's going to be happening. They went to go down to the bottom lane, but Diablo was unable to hold the fort all by himself.
It's the same flub. RSGSG seems to have overestimated the amount of sustain and the potential for outplay in the lane that they're willing to trade for. So yeah, they are a step behind currently. Now, about 2k down. Bray looking to steal again this purple buff away from Chima, but Chima is a step ahead as well. Look, he took the purple already from RSG.
The siege from Burnex Flash is definitely devastating over to the hands of devastating over to RSG, right? There's really like not much that they can do. Burnex Flash is just playing their own game, while RSG is a little bit slow on that.
Astral Echo already set in by CCAT, looking for better ways to engage, and here's ATM coming in.
He's just gonna be caught in between of everyone else with the first person down. Bray takes himself the turtle, and Burnex Flash would want to retreat, full-on retreat. Shama makes a quick run, but Diablo with the sword out strike brings him down with 2 members down.
Wonderful recovery coming up from Rsg Slate, especially because they were able to control that pit on the turtle. But Burnex Flash, macro plays for the past 2 minutes. They traded for bottom lane turret, and then up top they got 2, then they got the middle. They might have given away the turtle, and now another turret, but they are evening up when it comes to the gold just because of their macro adjustments.
It seems like there's a rubber banding effect here that RSG has taken advantage of. The fact that Burnex Flash has been conditioned to send more bodies elsewhere opens up that small window for RSG to, again, shrink this currently 400 gold lead, which was prior about 2,000. 5-5 here. The map's looking as close to 50-50 as it can be, with a minute away from the First Lord of this game. Now we're looking for that next engage. A lot of vision coming in from Burnex Flash, so I'd say unless Diablo says, you know what, it's a clear go, boys. 2 here, 3 here, find that take, it should be go for RSG. One thing to note though, they still have that goal, that tier 1 up top. So I'm thinking, what's going to be the play? Oh yeah, of course, Sendoki.
Yeah, Sendoki there. And by the way, Burn Flash also managed to push the mid lane turret while also retaining their own. And while it is almost an even matchup when it comes to their economy, the fact that they have maintained their tier 1 in the middle means that they have more map control.
And Donut immediately jumped himself with a Banat's Rage, followed after D7's hooks.
So that's something you don't have when you're RSG. Everything has to come clean. Everything has to come when you're ready.
The pincer maneuver down on the Oki. ATM brings him down as Banat's Flash huddles together, congregated together to make sure that they will be able to push RSG away from their own jungles.
That's what I was saying. When Burnex Flash says we want this, they're more sure. It's easier to set up. RSG need maybe 2 steps, and here comes Diablo.
Unfortunately, the Petrify just did not connect. ATM comes in between and stops his advance.
Oh, they're going for the blitz. Burnex Flash scores the first Lord of the game. Something to note, Diablo usually rocks and execute when he wants to play this way in the Benedetta. What's with the Petrify?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that, but what I do know is that Burnex Flash had a great last minute. It was the most fluid 1 minute I saw from Burnex Flash. They got a kill in the middle. They pinch from top into that L-bush up top where the lizard is. They got a kill onto Oki, then they get the Lord. That was so fluid from Burnex Flash.
There's definitely some sense in Diablo picking up the Petrify. Now, he kind of pretty much changed his idea and how he wanted to play the game. Instead of going so much of a side split push kind of thing, he will want to play for his team a lot more with the Petrify and all. But unfortunately, it seems like they are completely not utilizing the Benedetta's advantage.
And it looks like D7, the rest of Burnex Flash have read into that. Maybe checkmate, because his hooks have been landing 50% of the time, and that's a huge stat. That's a huge amount of hooks coming in through a 10-minute game. That's a tier 2 in mid push, the main artery exposed for RSG. Slate SG, Burnex Flash looking to capitalize. They have a Lord. All the lasers synced.
The top lane is just gonna be marched down by the Trident-bearing Lord, and he's gonna be melted down relatively fast.
Whoa.
In the meantime, great snipe down on the Lucid Cutie. The front line is not gonna be there for a good amount of time. There's not gonna be some presence coming in, but red hot coming in right through onto Oki, and this RSG doesn't have the damage that they wanted anymore.
Knock up that stat to about 60%. If not, it's worth it. I don't care. You get one hook that matters. That's all that matters right now. And
Phantom airstrike along with a deadly cat. Everything just gonna be tossed around to the opponents, and they will throw whatever that they can. ATM gets himself snacked out on top of Lucid Cutie. There's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade, but Oki is coming back out. The top lane and the middle lane inhibitor turret is unfortunately gonna be taken down, followed shortly by the bottom.
4v4, the defense of a lifetime coming in from Rsg Slate. Roy doesn't have his feathered airstrike just yet. Burnex Flash, let's go.
The Cambodian aggression, we're talking about this. It was part of the skills that we were given, and now we can see it. So ever since 9 minutes, they didn't even let go of the pressure they're putting on the map. Pushing up top, pushing a bit, getting the Lord, and when they pushed against RSG, they stayed, but did not overstay. They got a pick up, they got more, but wonderful plays coming out from Roy.
Do you see how much damage that was? Even Sika wasn't ready. Even Sika was shocked.
That was a big catch. Let's say that, and not to forget, the Lord will be coming up in 15 seconds. C-Cat will just barely make it. So I believe that RSG, they can actually try to force a fight due to the fact that Novaria is nowhere to be seen anymore.
Roy still needed to be there, and Roy would rather not died. And rather C-Cat, Roy got him. The fact that he kept his flicker might mean that he's willing to gamble that. But wait, look at this rotation coming in.
Oh, I love it, because I was just about to say, RSG, the only way for them to win this is via split push. Get a long lane pusher, like Diablo, for example. But look at that. You can see that Burnex Flash knew that this could happen. They just guessed it wrongly.
Oh, the bloody hunt down on the Diablo. Donut was around, so RSG, they have the information. They're gonna be going 4-man all in down to the Lord and immediately bring down ATM. But unfortunately, he do have got the revive, and he, with the immortality, is gonna be holding him back on. ATM, he's dead. He may be dead. RSG do not have Diablo as well.
Given the way the map looks like, no more inhibitors for RSG Slate SG. Burnex Flash read the room and understood that we can blitz the Lord. They're going to be forced to back out. We have vision on them. We're gonna take this Luminous Lord and play the slow roll.
No, there's some high-level understanding coming up from Burning Slash, and I really love their macro. Like I said, they just guessed a wrong bush, but the idea was there. They wanted to shut down Diablo because Diablo is the remaining win condition from RSG. The biggest problem for RSG now on this defense is that they will have to commit the Feathered Airstrike. And we know for sure that without the Feathered Airstrike, you will only rely on Oki's damage output, which is single target damage against the engage comp now of Burn X Flash. That is a big problem. How will they manage their resources? When will they use the Feathered Airstrike? That's a big dilemma for RSG.
And that's what's making this all the more difficult. And that's why Burning Slash has so much time and space to work with.
Yes,
they now
absolutely.
have the Lord marching down through mid. It's a 5v5 defense, the siege of a lifetime. Can they start it up strong?
The threat is not quite there yet for Oki, but big snap coming from Dona, leaving Diablo with only a slip of health. But unfortunately, Lucian Cutie is not going to be staying alive for any more longer. The Lord is still at half HP. The bloody hunt from next down onto Diablo, and the entirety of the push-in from Burning Flash conquered Rsg Slate SG.
You can hear the crowd roar. The Kamai love it. Burning Flash draws first blood.
In the last push, you saw the ultimate coming up from Sigat, connecting onto 5 members. A pipe dream for Novaria players out there. And you saw how much the vision was instrumental to them hitting and landing those skill shots.
That is a big fight for Burn X Flash, and RSG unfortunately could not contain Burn X Flash.
Dang. Those Franco hooks, man. So, Cambodia won that one. Burn was hot. Power, oh, snap, hot bait. And, so, oh, audience. Yeah, show us more audience. I know, right? The movement of the Burn was really good. The response, their movement as a whole team. Yeah, and also Franco's hook. So this best of 5 is still 0-1. Still has a lot of RSG still has a lot of chance to get back. Kuya, okay na po kayo? Yeah, a bit. We're a bit better now. Limwell, magbuwal. Commenting buff Natalia. Risk account. Day 227 of commenting buff Natalia. Yeah, hopefully they do buff Natalia. Risk account. The Farsa didn't do much, said Alejandro. Give me Collector Ruby. Yeah, I remember you, Limwell. What's up? The hook is nasty, yeah. Those hooks ended a lot of lives. A lot of RSG lives. Elgin, you better feel better soon from your sickness. Yeah, hopefully we do. We were actually feeling a bit better, but then it went back. I don't know why. Day 27. Skin for Kadita. Yeah, too much godly Franco hooks made the game pause. Yes, this is best of 5. Intro voice. Sure. Let's do an intro voice for those of you guys who were requesting. This video is, we're just about to publish this video. Hey guys, what's up? So in this video, I'm going to try out another hero who received minor adjustments here in the official server. And this one's Gatot Kacha. There. Yeah, hopefully we get well soon. From where did you buy the cheaper ROG phone? From Lazada. Video boy from Lazada. They call it the 10 cent ROG. Because it was made for the mobile network of China. But they install global versions on it. That's why it's a bit, it's not just a bit, it's actually way cheaper. Like I bought my ROG 3 back then for 60,000 plus, 60k plus, and then I bought my ROG 5 for only 26,000. Nice voice, bro. Yeah, MVP definitely. Franco has to be the MVP. A lot of those. See, Donut was already killed back there, but Franco made sure to get revenge. Donut again. Franco. Ooh, Donut dying. So even if it's too hard to hook for Franco, he does have the ability to crowd control with his ultimate. I'm still saving up for a phone. Franco makes so much space in game yet they can't react. Yeah, one of the issues with Franco though is gonna be on the late game. Like really late game. I wish Elgin will invite me to M5. Discord link. Can we send the Discord link on the chat? MOBA China's server made the devs made all heroes easy to use. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Really? MOBA China server made the devs made all heroes easy to use. Can we send links on Facebook? I mean on YouTube comments. I can get the Discord link there while we're waiting for the next game. Hey guys, what's up? Eggplant, what's up? So still 14 minutes before the next game, so you guys can go chill first. While we're waiting. Yeah, are they gonna ban Franco next one? Ban Franco next for RSG. Where are you from? We're from PH. Ban or steal? Did they cancel the mini rework they were gonna give Natalia? I think so. Spam message. Definitely ban Franco. Will China be in M5? Ooh. Oh yeah, why do we not have a China? That's weird, right? Why do we not have a China team on this event? Since the Mobile Legends is basically owned by a Chinese company. Maybe they have their very own. Maybe they have their own tournaments because they have their own server. Yeah, they have a whole way different server with different. A lot of the new, the China server actually has more updates. They get the latest updates before it comes to our Yeah, they probably have their own tournaments. It will be nice though, right? It will be nice to have another additional regional team competing on these MSCs. I mean, we didn't have NA before, now we have NA. Oh, okay. They even have a different content. Still though, it will be nice. Did Moonton give you access on self-made tournament? Nope. Let's listen to the shoutcasters' thoughts. What are they saying? Just for a bit.
This might be it.
I don't know about that one, because whether it's Benedetta or even if it's going to be Joy, the margin of error still comes onto the player. There's a lot of faith that Diablo is going to be able to escape and out-mechanic his opponents, maybe even outplay them in these types of situations. But I don't know about you guys. I think we need a bit of a breather here after the momentum, especially with the Cambodian crowd. I felt that even the Singaporeans definitely felt that type of pressure. With that being
Start new EXP Laner series. We're actually, the next video we're creating is about Gatot Kacha. in. Oh snap! Wait. Urgh. Wait, guys, it's Mara. So we're gonna have to listen first. Is that Mirko in the background? There's Mirko in the background, right? We're gonna have to listen to Mara first, okay? Nice. Wait. Let's
បាច់
listen.
one ហ្នឹងតើយើងមានអារម្មណ៍យ៉ាងម៉េចដែរសម្រាប់ការឈ្នះមួយនេះ
Yeah, I'm very excited about game one. Yeah. I និយាយខ្មែរអូខេខ្ញុំចាប់អារម្មណ៍ទៅលើដៃថេងគាត់គឺហុកច្បាស់មែនតើនិយាយទៅ10ដងគាត់ហុកត្រូវ5ដងហើយ
Wow, he is very excited with the player that they are very good at playing that until they defeat the enemy.
Until they defeat the enemy.
Sure.
You said you're very excited. Okay, I want to see. How do you show excitement? Show
Okay.
it. Show it.
Let me show it.
Okay,
My turn.
Show it again.
This is what we wanted.
Okay, we're not gonna show that on camera, but basically that's what it is. Earlier you were doing this. What is
It's
that?
like
Is that like a
heart.
fusion? That's a heart.
Yes.
Okay.
That's hard.
Now, Kylie, what do you want to see for game number 2 for Burn X Flash?
Okay ឥឡូវសម្រាប់វគ្គទី2តើយើងនឹងចង់ឃើញអ្វីពី Burn X Flash
និយាយខ្មែរធម្មតាយើងលេងធម្មតាទៅព្រោះយើងដាក់ឈ្នះទៀតហើយ
Simple but not simple. This is one dark vote.
Okay, who do you think is the biggest threat to RSG? And what do you want done to him? Who's the biggest threat for RSG?
តើសម្រាប់ RSG អ្នកណាគេគឺជាអ្នកដែលមើលទៅគួរឲ្យខ្លាចបំផុតដែលមានភាពគំរាមកំហែងមកលើ Burn X Flash របស់យើង
I think no one.
Oh!
Wow.
No one. Okay, that's a pretty big thing to say. Now, how about you, Kylie? Who do you think?
Dang, so many hot babes in the audience. Mara has kind of a see-through on her dress outfit. My eyes are seeing through that thin fabric, and also that hot babe behind Mara. Are you guys seeing that? Oh, another hot babe behind Mara. Dang. What's your name? The guy on Shades is definitely excited, man. Is definitely hyped for this game. Her outfit, legit the spotlight. I know, right? I can see a bit of I can see through it with my simp eyes. Sorry, Elgin, I paused. Oh snap! Here we go. Yeah. Wait. I'm gonna listen.
We see Mirko right over here. Mirko, just a quick thing. How is your IG, your Instagram right now?
It's gone. It's completely gone.
Okay, guys, what happened there?
I don't know. I just drew some teams.
Guys, don't be mad at Mirko for the team draw. Let's put back his IG. Now, everyone's saying that you are the buff for D7, that D7 is stronger because you're here. How true is that?
Okay គេឮសូរថាយើងគឺជា girlfriend របស់ D7 ហើយគេថា D7 គឺជាអ្នកដែលមួយលេងមួយដែលខ្លាំងមែនទែនតើវាពិតអត់
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You say yes. D7 is the greatest one.
You are so beautiful. Now, before we go back to Burn X Flash, can we get the crowd? Help us. Get the crowd to cheer. We want to see your energy.
Okay, the
for
cheer
them
for
to
Burn
have
X Flash
energy.
របស់យើង
Go
បាទ
ahead.
បង្កើត
You lead,
energy
you
អស់
lead.
មក
All right.
I
You heard
love
it from
it.
them. It seems like Burn X Flash will dominate from that energy. So how about let's go to our casters. Let's take it back to see the world.
Oh man, it's gone. Too bad. That was too fast. Should have had more exposure. Well, anyways, that's it, guys. Few more minutes before the next game starts. Hopefully Black. Who's Black gonna go up against? I know, right? God dang those cuties. Gan. Hopefully we're gonna see a lot more on the M5, right? There's gonna be way more hot babes on M5. Ooh, is that powder? They're doing cocaine while playing. Is that for... Oh, it's powder for the hands. I thought they were doing cocaine while playing, man. For like extra concentration. Sniff, sniff. I probably shouldn't be saying this. So, you already has one. Yeah, we do. Khalid, what's up? That's for the hands. Also for the face. If you have oily face, and also use it. I have fun making montage. Is Blacklist will do a payback time that Echo did to them the shame 2 times soon. I know, right? I bet Blacklist is itching for a fight against Echo. I mean, that 0-5 from their last M4 match is really painful. That's a lot of powder being used. Score? Are you sure that's all powder, man? The score is just 1-0. Make giveaway. We don't do giveaways during live stream though, because it's hard to. It seems whoever picks Novaria wins. Really? Oh, here we go. Drafting phase. We're gonna have to end the poll and make another one. I'm gonna shut up for now, guys, so that we can listen to the casters while the draft picking starts. Here we go.
In from game 1 with Burnex Flash from the red side winning. We're getting closer to a true 50-50. Prior to the knockout stage, we were sitting at 51 and 49%, with blue still getting the advantage. Now, again, with red being all the more a better drafting position, as was mentioned by Coach Zico earlier, I think we can finally see, I was gonna say, maybe some change in the sides, but what's going on?
Well, they decided to go like that. And I think that RSG is quite confident with the way that they're drafting. Maybe the Frederick will not be the first pick now for RSG. Maybe something along the lines of a Joy, perhaps, or maybe a Valentina, which I think was kind of... It was not.
It was left open.
It was left open. Wow. Okay. Rare times. Also, Novaria. We have to talk about that hero because clearly Burnex Flash made a good use of that hero because of the way that they drafted the Patrix plus the Stefranco, the greater hitbox, and of course the vision that they get out of it.
With having just the Novaria and Beatrix itself, we saw in the middle lane, right after the Bloody Hunt, they made full use of that. They have the damage to fully capitalize that catch potential from T7.
Slight adjustment coming in from RSG's side. They are banning out blue within that very first phase instead. Does that mean that we're going to see a different opening from RSG?
100%. I think there you go, the Novaria. So I really like this adjustment coming up from RSG. ATM, although he wasn't really like making the biggest plays whatsoever, on Fury, the lineup of Burnex Flash worked because there was a way to zone out the damage dealers coming up from RSG. Carry had a bad time just because of this glue.
Alright, if that is the case, will we be seeing it once again, right? Going instead of playing the traditional front to front, we're looking to front to back and maybe looking for those side angles. Arguably, even the Beatrix early steal away from the side of BXF.
100%. I think the Beatrix will be picked up here to go with perhaps a jungler, an early jungler, maybe along the lines of maybe they snatch a Frederick or Valentina plus the Beatrix.
Oh yeah, I do like that. The Valentina. Oh no, we were right about the roles, not right about the heroes. It's 1-1 and Frederick.
We didn't notice.
Yeah, we didn't notice because it was banned out by RSG. So how do you answer this? You don't have a Farset kind of deal with it. Maybe somewhere along the lines of Lolita late into the draft, but for now it's gonna be the Martis for RSG.
Wait, Eugene. Does Diablo have a Phobius?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You gotta ban that out if you are Burning Slash.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that a lot, in a matter of fact. But the fact, at the end of the day, at least we know that Burnex Flash, they want to play a traditional front to front, right? You know, hit that front line, and then slowly, once you get rid of it, go in towards that back. Fredrin is really good at it. More importantly, he's also considered a flex pick in these situations. He could go into the EXP. So it's really up to RSG to kind of pose the question rather than coming up with the answers.
Oh, it's the Valentina. Kind of talked about that earlier on. So far, I believe it was the Martis that Rsg Slate picked up as their third pick. The thing with Valentina is that it's the matchup between Novaria and Valentina is not as similar as a Valentina v Eve or a Valentina v Farsa, because the ultimate of the Novaria is not the main damage dealing ultimate that you get from. Surely you want the other, like vision whatsoever, but the real damage comes from the Astrosphere, right? So you cannot copy that here, Valentina.
Or better yet, the fact is maybe Valentina can even turn the tides if she, I don't know, steals an early decimate from Bray and then looking to take out multiple targets we've seen aggressive teams potentially do towards at least the 3rd or 4th minute.
I think right now having the Valentina itself is already a big pressure onto RSG, right? Telling them, you know what, if you want to go for a roam pick, what kind of roam you want to go for? More on pressure in the early game, or do you want to actually give us big ultimates? As right now, Burnex Flash, they already shown their cards. They would want to play front to back. They want to find a way to unlock the 1-1 to make sure that every single one of those weakness points are popped early.
Look at this. We talked about Lolita, right? It was banned out, understandably so. But now we're talking about Phobius. And this is a very Filipino way of drafting for Burnex Flash, where maybe the 4th pick for Burnex Flash is going to be perhaps a roamer. Then they reserve their last pick for a potential like Esmeralda, so that when they do give up the Phobius, they have another layer to counter it. So that might be the answer here. I feel that Burnex Flash will last pick their ATM hero, get the maybe something like a Franco perhaps actually, if it's open. Yeah, I think you go Franco here for Burnex Flash.
Yeah, no, and this is also an attribute to the fact that they have that flex pick right at the very beginning.
Right.
So this is why when we see Fredrin right at the start, you have that possibility of the Esmeralda later on. But we come back towards RSG side, right? How do they deal with this? Because at the end of the day, even if they don't get, let's say they don't go for the Phobius, there's pretty much nobody else that really can deal with this Wanwan.
Yeah, 100%. I think maybe a Yuzhong, but that won't be the best. They picked up the Novaria. Great damage of the 1-1 for sure, but they have to have a way to kind of lock down the 1-1. So I'm thinking Minotaur might not be a bad decision, but you know.
Yeah, for Roamer. But then again, if anything, the Roamer and the XP between those two, it's the XP that has to be the X factor. It has to be the unique pick.
The Arnold is not available. It's not picked out just yet. It's been leaked out throughout all of the ban picks. Diablo is able to play an Arlet, and there could be a possibility that RSG from the previous game they played the teamfight comp. This is probably the time that they want Diablo to initiate and funnel more onto Oki, onto the Beatrix.
So it's the Bane instead. So that's a confirmed XP lane Fredrin. Now for RSG, I think they need to secure Franco. I was about to say Franco because it has great synergy with the Beatrix and the Novaria, as you saw in the previous game. So it's definitely just a mirror move from RSG, like they steal the heroes. Wow! Whoa!
That's right. That's the Jawhead making its debut pick, and I have heard down the grapevine that Diablo's packing heat. This was possibly one of those. Wait, are we sure that this is an XP lane? Yeah, that's gotta be an XP lane, Jawhead, right?
I don't know.
I
it
don't
could
know.
technically go into the jungle so you can get early, like
that's also
again,
true.
get an EXP lead, like a massive EXP lead to keep this 1-1 in place. And then the Atlas to follow up with Burnex Flash. They got the counter engage for team fights.
I last saw a Jawhead XP that really hurt in ranked games. This is gonna be this is gonna be an acquired taste.
Woo! Okay, so I think that it will be the Martis in the jungle, and then you have the XP lane. You have the XP lane Jawhead. I don't know if it's great versus the Fredrin, because Fredrin still has got a knockup. So it means that your smart missiles might be easily countered by that fact. And also there's a dash from the Fredrin which you get easily. There's so many ways for you to dodge the one-shot combo in the early stages of the Jawhead. So I'm not entirely sure if that will work, but hey, this is Diablo. Right?
It's
what am I to say?
Right? I thought the same thing every single time I see Khalid and Badang.
Yeah,
He's a
exactly.
handsome devil.
He's a handsome devil. He knows what it's doing.
Here's the question. as well. Now for Burnex Flash, battle spells.
Ooh, you're right about that. The battle spells is going to matter, but Leo, take us into the land of Dawn.
That I will. Here we go. If Burnex Flash is able to ride that momentum, they'll be sitting at match point, putting RSGSG way more deeper into that back foot. Let's go and see, finally confirmed. Yeah, no, it's a basic 1-1. It's the inspired 1-1. So yeah, if Diablo plays his cards right, he can burst down this marksman.
So I haven't seen a lot of Jawhead fights going on. I haven't really seen a Jawhead versus a Fredrin. So what kind of matchup should we be expecting here?
Yeah, like I said, right? It's also unfamiliar to me. I feel that you have a massive wave clear on the Jawhead compared to a Fredrin just because of the fact that you have the smart missiles. But like I said, you can dodge the one-shot combo of the Jawhead. So what he does now is to actually put some influence in the mid lane instead.
That's a rotation coming in from RSGSG, and the answer for Burnex Flash. It's a man-to-man defense, 2-on-2 up top.
Both of the gold laners from RSG and Burnex Flash, they don't really have a lot of health to work with. As long as a single team from either side decide to really commit to bring down the gold laners, I think that is going to be quite a momentum shift.
And because of RSGSG obliging down bottom, Chima and the gang find a window into taking that small camp. So it's a mirrored movement. So far, no major economic gains on either side.
Yeah.
So I think we're back to square one. I can say RSGSG has reset.
Yeah. By the way, just for the benefit of everyone, let me take you back to January of 2022 when Donut made waves in the Southeast Asian Games qualifier for the Philippines, where he played the 1-1 with the Inspire. He made it famous.
Yep, that was even before it was a thing.
Exactly.
So a year and change into the metagame, and right after Donut debuted it, suddenly it's one of the worst nightmares in pro play. Once more, folks, do bear with us. We want to make sure that this game is as enjoyable for our athletes, for our competitors, as it is for you watching. So let's wait for our marshals to give a signal to give you a better idea as to what may be getting fixed up here.
Yeah.
Timer should be coming up. Now, we have talked about how the 1-1 should be solved by RSGSG, right? They did open it up. But now, what can they do with their Novaria? Because all the pressure is on them. If you can hear it from our microphones, folks, everybody's cheering for Burnex Flash. The room is orange. Well, literally and figuratively, if you know what I'm saying. But RSGSG, the pressure's on them. They now have the power pick of the Novaria.
Surely, the way that they should be doing this is for pickups. Just really almost the same as that's how Burnex Flash did it.
The main tree, right?
The main tree, exactly. So you want to be fluid, you want to be constantly just applying the pressure on specific parts of the map as three, or maybe, you know, utilize your Jawhead to also give some damage, to output some damage. Problem is, I don't think that they have enough tools to go up against the 1-1, right? Surely you can theory craft that maybe if they get a bite with a Bloody Hunt, maybe they clear out the 1-1 so easily, but it's not going to be easy.
I understand that Jawhead has a gap closer in his ultimate, right?
Yep.
However,
Unstoppable force.
Yeah, however, it's not necessarily that far range either. Unstoppable force he still needs to be relatively close. And looking at Diablo's emblems, he's going for the high and dry. Very possibly he's looking for first item, second item, offensive item.
That's right. Bladed Heptases,
for sure.
Likely. He is going to have to play off of his flicker timers. And yeah, you mentioned high and dry, previously known as, now called the Master Assassin. I think Burnex Flash knows. Burnex Flash understands that that's going to be the dynamic. And I wonder if they have the front line for that.
I think the kiting game is going to be pretty big and huge for Burnex Flash.
The main front line for RSG might be Beret with this Martis. That's probably your source. And it's kind of, you can outplay the Atlas with that, because what you want to do is to just either just stay in front, force out the Atlas to use Flicker or Perfect Match in undesired ways, but that might not be enough, you know.
Folks, in case you're wondering, when was the last time we saw Jawhead and of course that cute little girl, Ayn Henry, is M4 actually. It was in a matchup between
RRQ Hoshi.
RRQ Hoshi. There you go. It was against RRQ Hoshi.
Okay.
It was Onic who picked it. I hope this is a clearer picture for all of y'all. It was Onic and RQ Hoshi in the Rome, I believe. Wouldn't want to put it anywhere else. And it was in the lower bracket semis. That was earlier this year.
So essentially, Diablo all by himself have given MSC 3 debut picks.
That's right.
And if this
Look at that
wins, 3 must-ban debut picks.
Yeah. Technically, Diablo has 100% win rate heroes, right? So far. Specific picks. Like Khalid is 100%.
Right.
And then
the
Padang
Padang.
is
Oh,
100%.
that's true.
And if he wins this, another record for the handsome devil.
The handsome devil.
El Diablo.
El Diablo.
You just added L to the first of his name, but yes.
Hey, it means something right
El
now.
Diablo Guapo. That's the handsome devil.
Is it guapo in... I don't know actually. Is it guapo in...
In Spanish?
Is it guapo
really?
in Philippines? In Filipino?
Yeah. Let me
Guapo.
double check that.
Yeah.
All right. It's all about how Burnex Flash is
Yeah.
the secretly most aggressive team. Surprisingly most aggressive team here. First in overall kill participation. So together,
Yeah.
they want to burn.
Yeah, together they achieve a lot, and that is actually pretty evident in what they did in the previous game. It's not just about the aggression, it's also understanding the map. They're not only aggressive when it comes to kills, they're also aggressive when it comes to like spreading their influence in the map.
Great toss onto D7, but unfortunately that did not yield much dividends. D7 is still capable to join into this upcoming teamfight for the very first turtle. But for RSG, they're coming in from all sides. ATM doesn't really have a lot of help to work with, but he's not going to be the jungler at all for now. But Martis, first one down. That means that the retribution is not around. 1 for 2, 2 for 1 right now. This is big.
Oh, big money going over to Burn X Flash. An amazing trade, 2 for 1 plus a turtle on the way out. And this gold lane being a deadlock is good for Burn X Flash despite all the action down bottom.
Yeah, just because it's a 1-1, and now you can see Donut's special. He went for that play, the aggressive play, because D7 already scouted that long bush on the right side, so he knew that it was a safe way to kind of be aggressive and force out Oki to use the flicker.
Now there's a hook!
And of course, immediately with a bloody hunt down on the D7, Oki expanded out of Neighbor's passion and brings him down.
About a minute and a quarter until this next turtle. So far, ATM and Diablo not moving. Here's that question, right? Earlier we asked, what's this matchup like? I didn't expect it to be such a dead lane.
Yeah, it was pretty much. Because what this is probably because of Diablo. What he does is just to clear out the waves, then get into the mid lane, right? You want to roam around the right side of the river, and he's not really trying to fight the Fredrin. And I think that's understandable. Remember when we first studied the draft, Fredrin beat Jawhead. You thought that Fredrin will have so many ways to kind of outplay the Jawhead. So Diablo says, okay, I'm not going to be able to kill you, and I'm just going to get to the river.
Yep. What's the advantage if you don't exercise on it, right? It's just like, okay, you're winning, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to leave.
In the meantime, up in the bottom lane, it does seem as though Diablo spread a little bit too far as they were looking for an assassination attempt. But it does seem as though they were the one assassinated instead.
Wow, this is so poetic. They countered. The Diablo wanted to go for the proxy too early, far too early. Seagat was ready for that, and he copied the Decimate, just like Gideon theorized in the drafting stage.
Yep, and here's one weakness that a Jawhead has. He has no way to easily get out.
Yeah.
A lot of
right.
sustainable XP laners, well, sustainable is already an accepted part, an expected part of being an XP lane, has that in their kit, but no, D7 survives!
He goes for the flicker out of the hands of Lucian Cutie. The fight is going to be split into two, but the main thing is Bray went for ATM. ATM ran away with just a sliver of health, while Bray finds himself down on the ground, finally in the coffin.
Well done, Jim. You will probably... You thought that ATM would die, but because of the fact that the deadly catch was there, the knockup was more than enough to kind of slow down the pace of both the Martis and the Jawhead. Two heroes that can immediately eliminate one hero, but because of the deadly catch to counter, they slowed down the pace. They were able to get the turtle out retreating this Bray Martis and then win the battle afterwards.
But it does seem as though D7 went for a single man pickup onto Lucian Cutie with the fatal links, and Donut finds himself with the weakness proc onto Roy. Roy doesn't really have a lot of help to work with, but Bray moves onto the backlines with the Decimate down onto Donut and connects from Roy onto Seacat.
And that's an engagement that Burning Flash thought initially they won, but so far, it looks like there was more space for them to move around closer to mid. And of course, the capitalization from RSG. The past 2 to 3 minutes, I'm guessing RSG is at home here. Despite the early kills on Diablo, and of course, Bray having a tough time being one of the main frontliners. This off by Lucian Cutie!
Right underneath the turret, and Roy comes in from behind. Gets the Astral Spear sniped onto Jamar, but it's not quite enough to bring him down, unfortunately.
All right, so this confirms some of our suspicions that early on in this game, that Bane in Shama's hand will still play very, very sustained. Now ATM very low!
Oh, unstoppable force onto ATM. This is probably the third time that ATM!
Oh!
Wake out the devil. I thought it would be the third time that he runs away, barely breathing. But D7 continues to move on forward with the fatal links that connected on to Roy
Run,
and
Roy,
Diablo.
run!
Roy, do you even have the time? Will you be able to run away? But no, wasn't able to do so. Zcan joins himself in and brings him down. Oki came in a tad bit too late and wasn't able to capitalize that 3-man group up.
Buying time for this next turtle take. It looks like RSG understands that they're also playing on a timer.
100%. I really like that play from Oki. It's really underrated because what he did was to clear the wave. In fact, focus on the lane so that they can defend their bottom lane turret.
Oh, the bloody hunt down on the Zcat. Diablo as well. Lucian Cutie is just going to be appearing right behind on the main line of Burnex Flash. But Atlas comes in. He will be able to get a kill down onto the Jawhead. ATM finishes off Diablo finishes off onto Bray. As such, no retribution. This is the second time that Bray did not manage to get much from the turtle.
Oh, here is me thinking that ATM will not have a good time in this game as the Expedite favorite, but oh my, he survived once again, was able to pop the ultimate after the fact that they already received so much damage coming out from RSG. Then they win the turtle fight once again. It was ATM just landing the perfect usage of the taunt so that they will catch 2 people, and then of course Chima will be the one to deal of damage.
Lucian Cutie face checks into the brush where Shamar is, but at least it's gonna be A-okay. He's not dead just yet.
All right, it looks like RSGSD's comfort earlier in the aggression in the trading was going for them, but wait, D7!
It doesn't seem like the Fiddling did much onto Diablo, but the entire team of Burnex Flash pushed themselves on forward in order to secure the second tier.
Was that an unstoppable force dodge?
Yes.
That was great.
It was a pushback.
So perfect.
So yeah, this shows that Diablo has been using this. This shows that Diablo knows the extent of the kit that one Jawhead has. And as I was saying, right, this false sense of comfort that RSG was allowed to have given by Burnex Flash is now going to hurt more as we go into the mid-game spike. Because, yes, you are getting hooks. Yes, you are missing out on these massive fatal links, but re-engage potential is huge on Burnex Flash right now.
100%. Really liking how both teams are playing. In fact, it's like a RSG almost losing the entirety of the early game but recovers. But now the recovery was back in the hands of Burnex Flash now being aggressive. This is the Cambodian aggression we were talking about. It was also 9 minutes in the previous game, so maybe now this is the timer for Burnex Flash.
Something I'm wondering is Bray slowly getting overloaded because, again, it's odd to say that as a Martis, you're one of the first to face check, you're one of the first to actually front line. Don't you want to be a finisher too? Because, again, Diablo's having a hard time as well.
Well, unfortunately, that is the draft decision coming out from RSG. They went in for a killer type of XP laner, which kind of means that all of the vision that you need, all of the presence or the front line will now come from the jungle. Surely they have the Novaria for extra vision, but nobody can check the bush all the time except the Martis.
And now with this power spike, again, that 9-minute timer shows that Burnex Flash are making moves on the map, and Rsg Slate SG forced to respond.
Bray has been spotted out, but a mortal call gets himself running away. Burnex Flash now have got a priority over the Lord, and I'm pretty sure that RSG will not challenge this.
Akun Bong says Burnex Flash is as free as it gets. Lord scored by them. Again, it's shades of game 1.
With the fatal link down and connect on the Lucian Cutie. Lucian Cutie expends the flicker and gets himself out of the hands of Burnex Flash.
That was interesting. I could have sworn Lucian was gonna die.
Yeah. But then again, this is still a massive win. Oh, that's massive. They know where Diablo is. They can smell him.
They know! As Diablo immediately tossed ATM backwards. 4-man poker game. Down to the bottom, all in.
Oh, D7 survived also. Does have the immortality, and now it's going to be safe. And again, another good macro play coming out from Burnix Flash at 9 minutes. Once again, just like in the previous game, they were able to get the first Lord by utilizing D7's presence. Just the perfect match, and the second skill is enough. The first skill, I mean, is enough to fend off Bray, especially because the rest of the gang will not be prepared for the defense of the Lord.
Oh, yikes. One good thing is at least RSGSG are getting their resources. There's waves coming in, there's XP, there's gold. But at what point can we see this actually swinging closer to equal, right? Or this gold lead shrinking. It's at 6K right now, and they're gonna go for the top lane push.
Good hook coming in from Loser Cutie in order to bring Burnix Flash into and within their walls. But it doesn't seem like he will be able to do quite much right now. As Loser Cutie is going to be taken up at the front line. Bray as well as the whole lineup of RSG moves on forward. Burnix Flash with 2 casualties.
Oh, there's the answer. The simplest way to go from point A to B, the
That's right.
straight line. Defend inside your base, have the strength of your artillery, meaning your inhibitor turrets, and punish.
Yeah, it's really just telegraphed coming out from RSG, and you can see the Burnix was definitely overstaying their World Cup on the base. Look at the defense. Look at how good the Blood Beyond is. The catch, I mean, sorry.
The wave clear is so fast coming in from Burnix Flash. That's a 4-man rush down in the mid, and Shamar just needs to throw out the big chunks.
Yep, and they understand that they flubbed that push. They understand that that siege could have gone so much better. So now, this is again recovery mode. The first time in a while that RSGSG are on the offensive. They've left their base, and they're making plays on the upper quarter.
Okay, so now it is Rsg Slate definitely survived the first run of the
Not too
rotation.
sure about this. Oh, never mind. Amount of damage is actually amazing from RSG. But ATM, they even have to use the conceal in order to get that movement speed. Oki is now in safe territory. He's around Losing Cutie. He's around Bray as well. Unfortunately, Diablo, I cannot say the same for him.
One-man Fatal Links.
Yeah.
That is just vengeance. That is just punitive justice.
Yeah, 100%. And the fact that they traded for X-Plane honestly, Burnix Flash are really very happy with that trade. Even when they lose, when they have lost their turret up top, the fact that they are not getting punished is going to be good for their lineup that snowballs now. But my oh my, Donut, you gotta be careful with your positioning.
Yeah, no, Roy is slowly coming online at about 13 minutes in with this Luminous Lord spawning. That gold lead shrunk by about a third, now sitting about 3.5k, closer to 4k. This is as close to 50-50 as it gets for a Lord this game too.
Okay. I'm not too sure about this lost dance, but it seems as though Losing Cutie is just going to be starting things off with a hook down onto ATM. Burnix Flash threw everything out, or rather, they got themselves out of hiding. RG knew that that will happen.
Shama with the pull, but the majority of Burnix Flash members are very low, and there's Losing Cutie with a bite!
And it doesn't seem like Burnix Flash will be doing all to take that back! Every single one of the members for RG and Burnix Flash, they are going all in! Wobble combo, Ooga Booga, Donut is not even good! And Donut's just gonna be stuck down! 4-man from the side of Burnix Flash, taken down while Oki, the only fatality.
Donut Airlines failed to take off, and RSGSG capitalized. That's a Lord over to the Singaporeans, and Burnix Flash suffers 4 deaths.
Lucian Cutie with a wonderful snag, and even after the knockup coming up from the Lord, it was a great setup for the Fatal Links, but they didn't have damage because you can see that Oki was intact with the Fatal Links, so he was able to still output the damage. Burnix Flash suffered to the Meteor's fashion, and afterwards they wanted to die onto Donut, but Roy was there to stop Donut from flying, and we are gonna see it in the instant replay once again.
And it started with the bite. It started with the bite, and they tried to go for the clapback, right? Oki was just so well placed. Donut was late 2 seconds.
Yep.
That's why he couldn't take to the skies.
Exactly, and Roy on point with that Astral Spear. And now, maybe Donut will eventually think about maybe getting something like a Rose Gold Meteor, in fact, so that at least he will survive the first burst coming from RSG.
Yeah, got a pair of pants.
Get a pair of pants.
That's not the Legion Sword is not
yet.
a Rose Gold Meteor item element.
So that might be one of the considerations now for Burnix Flash. And big props to Oki on actually the fight. Had it not been for Donut having the Wind of Nature, it would have been perfect for RSG. He still managed to win the fight for the team though.
As now for D7 goes over to the back line, they managed to catch Oki! And that is win condition from RSG taken away. RSG knew that they can't exactly take this fight, but Diablo is still sticking around somewhere. D7 has scouted out on the Diablo. They're making a full-on retreat. Where's the damage from RSG? Can they even stay on for this fight?
Oh, but look at this, the angle from Lucian Cutie. Coming in with the fight!
Flicker! Astro, the bloody hunt! Roy takes a kill down on the zone with a decimate, but Roy coming in from the side, he immediately wants to throw off with the Astro Spear. He comes in from the C-Cat, not the ATM, not the right person that he wants, but at least both sides, they have tallied out the fight. Oki's coming back, but Donut not quite yet. The Flicker, or rather Diablo, is just immediately jumping right in, and they manage to catch one. C-Cat continues to stay in the team fight. Shaman is just pushing everyone else out. C-Cat with only a sliver. He does have the immortality, but I don't think that he got any much weight to actually catch up to him.
So sweaty. Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure ATM's life just flashed back before his very eyes. Same for C-Cat, but luckily he had an immortality. This all started with a conceal into a bloody hunt play from Lucian Cutie. He bit down on Donut, the perfect target. That's visual right there.
Oh, that was a massive win, I would say, for RC. Even after the fight that you saw that they lost the Diablo afterwards, but they actually popped important immortalities. For example, popping out on C-Cat. ATM doesn't have his own immortality as well.
C-Cat inside his base!
Exactly. And this means that, theoretically speaking, SG, they will have more resources heading into the next Lord.
I think that's safe to say. Here in Cambodia, they drive on the right side of the street. This time around, how about you flip that around, because it's the Singaporeans now who are in the driver's seat. They're about 1,000 goals ahead. They have vision, and they're first to the scene, and now ATM!
They can actually melt him down!
They popped him!
Oki's damage though!
And literally, you can see Lucian just literally checking the bushes with the iron hook, and he found the fruit. And that fruit was ATM.
That's just the cute one, just doing his job.
Oh, for
so
sure.
far. Thank you for your service. He's sitting at 0-2 and 12. If in game 1 we won off the back of these 7s, Franco, maybe RSG can get this!
And Fatal Links is just gonna be connected down, but unfortunately they will lose the opportunity to challenge the Lord. But right now, Lucian Cutie, he drives every single one of the members from the side, but next flies away, and Diablo throws him away! And Oki takes a kill down onto Donut. Bray leading the charge with Oki onto the artillery. Roy is behind as well. They are shoving the entirety of Burnex Flash away.
The cute and handsome connection.
Handsome connection.
Did you see that?
Diablo with the injection to defend his teammate, and that actually put Donut in a very bad spot. He was, not only did he save his teammate, he got a kill for the team. My God, the handsome devil.
The kind of utility there you can find from a Jawhead, but perhaps we'll be able to see a little bit more as Lucian Cutie drops off with the bloody hunt on the D7. D7 goes behind the 3-man Fatal Links. Expended the immortality coming from the side of Bray and Lucian Cutie. C-Cat continues on through. Double decimate. He puts himself down with the Winter Truncheon. It's gonna be his A-OK. But Burnex Flash, they lost 3 inhibitor turrets, but at least they survived this game.
That's 3 in Kamai. He got triple kill, and now there's another fight.
They want to continue on to this fight. Diablo joins into the fray, tossed ATM away, but D7 wasn't able to continue from this fray.
Alright, it's interesting how RSG is here so pick and fight, despite just there being 2 left. Oh, this is a 5-man push. This could be it.
A 5-man push right down. D7 wants to proxy in between and will want to stop Roy as well as Double from doing anything at all. The deadly cap pushes right on, and Donut hammered down on the crystal.
And in a flash, Burn X Flash take us to match point.
Momentum is not on their side for sure. They've just lost the Donut, their main win condition. But the local player, D7, says, I won't rely on an import to win this match for myself. I'm gonna take it. 3-man Fatal Links, the most important one, taking out Oki first. And they won it.
And it's an absolutely spectacular game.
It's spectacular.
I still can't believe what I saw. That C-Cat jumping on the 3. Decimate.
That's big. And the amount of time for RSG to even recover from that, there just wasn't any.
Okay, maybe it's the fact that RSG didn't need to recover, made them think they can win more, and overstayed in mid.
They have the advantage. The main win condition, the 1-1 wasn't there.
That's right, it should have been the green light.
That was definitely green light, but they definitely doubted the fact that the Valentina with the Decimate is actually pretty deadly. Typically, you want to go for a steal on the big ultimates, right?
Bloody
Big
Hunt.
Bloody Hunt
Hunt,
whatsoever.
yes.
But Decimate, who would have thought that it is enough? By the way, you convert to magical damage anyways, so you are definitely deadly.
Gideon, what do you think?
I think this is one of the big trivia questions everybody's been asking, with a single question being posed by RSG. The answer back from Burn X Flash, and every single time you see a cool play from one of these roles, the opposing team will do exactly the same. You thought Roy was a problem? Seacat's the problem. When you think, okay, he's going to make it out of there, then you see 1-1 push back. It's a beautiful day for Mobile Legends.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, Burnex Flash at match point, you can see the look on the cute one's face.
Yeah.
They played out of their minds, but it's a very, very small margin of error here. So small.
And you know, you can argue about like all of the theories that we have when it comes to the macro, when it comes to the gameplay, but in the end, it was just one Fatal Links connecting and the chain of Decimate that happened. So there was a lot of like good stuff that both teams did. That's very smart plays, especially with both of their conceals. But in the end, it was, you know, just having overload of the Fatal Links, it will be enough.
Let's look at our MVP here. It's going to be Seacat. What a game, a saving play right at the end. When you think that it all was about to crumble, Seacat is able to bring them back from the brink, and finally he's able to get something going for him. I've been waiting for Seacat to make a play like this for so long, but notice even his items making sure that he has that Guardian's helmet. He does not want to get one shot.
Yeah, no, not just. He also wants to keep up the engagement. Yeah, he will steal an ult, get in there, take 2 or 3 seconds off, and then fight again. That's what we saw from CCAP.
It's like an endless rotation that you
exactly.
want to see from CCAT. Go in, come out, wait for a while, go back in with the same rotation.
Well, I hate to use a word that I already used in the previous game. It was fluid. So macro-wise, they were fluid in game number 1, but this time you saw Seacat, the rhythm was just so good, and this is also one of the great plays. He gets a double kill afterwards, right? Waited for the right moment, and then there will be another play.
Man, that was one action-packed game. We thought the other team was gonna... I mean, RSG was gonna make a comeback with the Burn only having 1 tower left. Burn suddenly having multiple mistakes from their early push. But then Burn did the comeback. Ooh, yeah, what a match. There were a lot of kills. A lot of clashes. Barely surviving. On this one, 1-1 was dead, right? It's basically 4 versus 5. Still though, the Novaria from RSG also did a lot of poking. There were instances on their clashes that Burn X couldn't fight them at full strength because of the pokes that Novaria was doing. Yeah, too bad for RSG. RSG almost had it. Novaria was doing a lot of damage with her pokes. A lot of instances when they were about to clash, Burn couldn't face them with their full HP. Because it was whittled down by Novaria's poking skills. Give that Atlas a Munian medal. I know, right? That one time 1-1 overextended. I guess he was going for that ultimate Valentina build. Yeah, even on the last on the early stages of the MSC, I think it was day 3. Burn X was also showing a lot of good plays. It's the hometown advantage. Game changer Atlas, I know, right? Desperate. BXF since birth. Is it just me or he has just had an apple and coffee? Yeah, apple and coffee wakes you up pretty good. Ooh, here we go. The statistics. Donut only 31%. With Bea though 69. The number that we appreciate. Atlas positioning is quite good. Yeah. Denver Nuggets. Nice. I said Elgin eating, Elgin hungry. So if BX Burn only needs one more win to end this. This is best of 5. What the heck happened? Uy. It's loading. God damn it. Yo. Are we live? Where'd my connection go? Damn it. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're gonna have to refresh this so that we know that we're up to date. I'm gonna refresh this a bit. Also, you can actually see my you can actually see some of my bookmarks. Good thing all of my bookmarks there are all clean, I think. TikTok biggest sponsor. Yeah, because Mobile Legends and TikTok, Mobile Legends and TikTok is basically in the same company now. When Mobile Legends was bought by the company owned by TikTok. Forgot the name. Streaming TikTok on YouTube. How dare you? Anyways, guys, what's up? How's your life? While we're waiting for the live stream, tell me about yourselves. Hey bro, Elgin, is it okay for me to make clips for you during live stream? Yeah, sure, Rax Soji. Make as many clips as you want. Pretty good right now. Pretty good. Good to hear. Unban ML in India. It's still banned, really? In India? Oh yeah, Byte Dance. There you go. Byte Dance. Oh man, I love this caster's energy, man. I don't even have my sounds on right now, but you can see the intensity on his explanation, man. It's passion right there. When is see Clint being picked? Good. Yeah, we haven't seen Clint on these events. Yeah, the meta marksmen are usually what's being picked. Sometimes you will see Brody. On the M4, it was being spammed. 1-1, Bea, Moskov, Kerry, sometimes Brody. But Clint, was Clint able to show up? Yeah, a lot of Chinese apps are banned in India. Yeah, but to be honest, almost all of the apps, almost all of the games is owned by China. Even Blizzard, if I remember correctly, has already been bought. So most of the big games are being owned by China. So that's bad for India, man, because a lot of games are gonna be banned. Bro, are you good at singing? I never sing, man. I never sing. Like, I know I would lose my friends if I start singing. Even when I'm drunk, I'm not drunk enough to sing. San ka dito, idol? Sino champion sa'yo? I would like to see Burn actually win, because, well, I would also love RSG, but on the M4, Burn did kind of bad on M4. So hopefully on this MFC, they will do better. You drink? Yo, Gojo Sensei. What's up, Gojo Sensei? How's your fight with Sukuna? If you're watching Jujutsu Kaisen, if you're reading Jujutsu Kaisen manga, Sukuna and Gojo Sensei is now fighting, and it's insane. Gojo had the first shot on Sukuna. Oh snap! One more, Mara. Let's go. We're gonna have to listen on this one first. Okay, priorities. It's Mara. Oh snap! Sorry for the spoilers. Sorry for the spoilers, guys. Sorry. But first, Mara.
I'm doing good right now. I'm very excited because I got to go here and watch this match against like RSG versus Burns X Flash. Yeah.
Are you close with the players?
Yeah. Some of the like Diablo, only Diablo and Lucian.
I thought you almost forgot their name.
How close it is? How close it is?
Not that close, but a little bit like knowing each other lah.
Okay, I see. So that's why I wonder why you are here.
Yeah, were you there earlier with them? Did you get to spend a little bit of time with them?
No, just meet up with Diablo. Like I hoping he using his badang, but already
It got banned, bro.
Yeah,
Two
got
games.
banned, 2 games. Woo.
អូខេឥឡូវនេះយើងឃើញថា Repo បានមកនៅកន្លែងនេះឈរនៅកន្លែងនេះគឺមិនមែន support team Cambodia ទេប៉ុន្តែ support team Singapore ហើយគាត់ពិតជាមាន relation close ជាមួយមិន close ណាទេប៉ុន្តែ close ជាមួយនៅខាង Singapore អញ្ចឹងគាត់នឹងក្លាយទៅជា fan របស់ Singapore ទោះបីជាដឹងថាតើឥឡូវនេះ result ទៅជាបែបណាក៏ដោយ
Okay, now we know why Repo is here because he's part of RSG. Mirko actually stood up and wanted to support him. Okay, I thought you're a different team. What's up?
But you know, I support a certain team in Indonesia. It's called Bigatron, and this man right here, he comes from Bigatron. So anywhere they go, I follow. Yes.
Like a brotherhood.
Okay, you know what? Looking at that game number 2, I really thought that RSGSG had it. What happened? What's going on? What do you think happened?
Man, too bad Mara isn't showing some of her legs as well. Because last M4 we were seeing a lot of Mara legs, which helps us wake up during these live streams. Still, I'm not complaining though. Anyways, sorry for the spoiler, man, but it was kinda given that Sukuna and Gojo were bound to fight, right? It was kinda given in the story that they were bound to fight someday. But yeah, sorry for the spoilers. Nobara is great, but fumble the bug. Yeah, Nobara is also good. I'm just appreciating Mara right now. I'm surprised that your wife lets you even talk about other women. Yeah, because it's all jokes. I can only joke about it. I can only appreciate stuff visually now because we have kids. All we can do is visually appreciate. This Philippine play probably, yeah. Nanami Daddy? Elgin, Nanami? Oh, Nanami. Oh my god. I don't want to say anything about how do you pronounce that? Nanami. What's happening on Nanami on anime? Is he still... Is Mara Filipina? Yeah. She's Filipina. Is Megumin still Sukuna? I have... Oh, snap. No, don't say that, Solar. That's a big spoiler, Solar Cistern. Okay, no more talk about animes and mangas because we're suddenly spoiling. Zane hitting on Mara. Do you play other games beside ML? Yeah, I actually like I said before, I like a lot of MMORPGs. Ooh, I love Maki, man. Dio Roja. I love Maki from one of my favorite characters and Nanami. Do you watch Demon Slayer? I've read Demon Slayer. I've already finished Demon Slayer on the manga. Usually I read it on manga because I can't wait for the anime to finish their story. Especially if you've already got invested. Dark Ghost, what's up? By the way, Elgin, can you tell me Hororo-chan is a girl or not? I'm not sure about Hororo. Wait, who won? Fate. It's Burn again. Burn won. Fate. Fate Potato. Hi, Fate. I'm a boy. Do you play Devil May Cry? Yeah, I've played Devil May Cry before. Only 1, 2 though. Like 1, 2, 3? Or 1, 2? 1, 2, 3, I think. Devil May Cry. Hororo is 6. RSG lost. What? Hororo is a dude and Zakel is his GF. I don't know about that one though. But what I heard is they're already in Philippines, right? So it's good. Oh, they did a live stream. Nice. Yeah, RSG lost. They almost had it though. RSG did way better on the second game as compared to the first game, and they actually almost won. Burn only had 1 tower left. RSG was about to make a comeback on Burn. Burn was dominating on the early game, and then RSG made a comeback with Burn only having 1 tower left. But a lot of bots. A lot of bots. Valentina happened. That's why Valentina happened, and then when he live stream, he always says because someone always asks. Oh, really? Well, have you tried Rsg the game? What I used to play a lot was Ragnarok. If you guys know that MMORPG, I love MMORPGs. Hopefully, Mobile Legends makes one, right? If Mobile Legends makes an MMORPG game, oh my god, I might forget all about life and just play the goddamn game. Elgin Kumar and Moba Singh with a lot of bots. Proud of India. Yeah, I'm Elgin Kumar now. Yeah, RSG even got the Lord. Hi Elgin, PvP, what's up? Yeah, PvP, thank you for joining our Peanut Butter Club. How about Cabal? I've played it for just a short while. But yeah, I've also heard of that. Never touching rank again if MMORPG comes out. Who will play next? I am not sure actually. Why no Japan and South Korea? I know, right? Maybe it depends on the. Are there enough players on Japan? Do you play Minecraft? Nah. My kids play them though. They play it a lot. When's Black Match? Can you tell me the match? We kinda just came out from being sick. That's why I couldn't check the other updates. We had a fever yesterday. Oh, actually, we already had a fever when we were live streaming on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, that's the time when it really the fever really settled on. So I just tried to oh snap. I just tried to sleep all day. It really I'm not sure, John Ross. Maybe the number of players is not, and also is that maybe it depends on the number of players on those servers. And also if Moonton considers those region as their priority. Oh snap, drafting phase. I'm gonna shut my mouth and gonna focus on 7 p.m. Black, I guess. Thank you, Fate. We're gonna focus on the game. Gonna shut my mouth. Yeah, but Japan has a lot of other mobile games, so it depends also on the number of players. Here we go.
Oh, there's the Fredrin, there's the Faramis. Personally, I love this combo. But then again, you have one end as well as these Novaria. RSG are getting the top tier heroes.
I mean, this is a top tier hero, but how exactly are they going to maneuver, right? They've got the Wan, they've already got Roy's signature. He's been doing such a phenomenal job on this Novaria, and I love the response from Burnix Flash, right? Have the claw to jump into that backline, really start chunking down the Novaria, and more importantly, the Farmis. Even if the call altar isn't going to be the most effective in the world, at least you could save a couple of members.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The Fredrin Faramis, one of my favorites. Very much when it comes to it's a totally like a OB-esque kind of strategy wherein you just literally try to engage all the time. And typically the answer to that is the Benedetta.
Interesting.
Wow.
We're reverting.
Wow.
To game number 1.
Yeah, we're going back to what RSG is comfortable with. And I get it, I understand the sentiments here. Coach Kuja doesn't want to force anything that they're not ready to bring out yet.
Right.
And now you can see here, what is the cute one willing to play here? How do they go through? Would a Lolita look good here?
Lolita is going to be the I would say the only answer that will be left for RSG, but it might be banned out. You see Franco, you heard that was a Franco ban,
yes.
Which means that they're now eyeing for Rome bans coming up from Burnix Flash, and Lolita will definitely be next because it's the only thing that will stop this Claude from being a menace.
I mean, we say that, but then there's also Minotaur as well as Grok as well, and I mean, it really depends on what flavor that they want and what interactions they want to achieve.
Okay, so far, just looking back at the group stage, Minotaur into Faramis is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Extremely decent in a matter of fact. And let's not forget that this Fredrin may not necessarily go into the jungle, right? For all we know, we could get potentially even a Grok to go in towards that side lane and maybe show up to try and punish. Oh, Kufra.
Well, it's Solution Special.
Yes.
It's Solution Special. So
the Q one.
Okay.
I haven't seen Cho onto Lucian QD for a long time. I do want to see a little bit more of that pick off, especially since they would want to open up the maps a little bit more and try to take dominance of the river line.
Oh, so that's the Minotaur. You don't want it to be picked up by Burnix Flash as well, so that's why they pick it up as for now.
A good call.
A very good call.
But maybe that's why they banned out the Kufra, because they want Lolita for themselves. It was either or Minotaur or the Lolita. So I don't know. Maybe Burnix Flash might go for it. It's a little tough to say because it is Wan.
Oh, Natalia!
It's a D7 special as well.
It is.
And it's a debut pick here in MSC 2023. And the answer.
Okay, it's going to be Alpha.
All right, so the Alpha jungle is there to answer the Arlott and the Fredrin.
Yep.
But is the CC enough to kind of stop and dilute the extra life that Cult Altar gives?
And let's not forget that Natalia can punish the Alpha in the jungle itself, because generally he has to try and sustain the damage, but if he silences it, he gets one shot, how does he really get ahead?
This is going to be difficult. So that kind of means that this Minotaur will have to carry most of the problems, most of the problem solving, in the early stages. Solve the Natalia, solve some of the tankiness, and he cannot do everything.
This seems like there's a lot of job for Lucian QD in this game.
It is a tough and difficult job for him. Maybe there's a way, a certain interaction, or more importantly, the way that they maintain these lanes that's going to make a difference. But I think it's time we start getting into the land of law. Dawn, Leo, take it away.
It's all or nothing for Rsg Slate SG from here on end. To even see a game 4, they have to do everything right. Let's get to it. Burnix Flash threatening the sweep. All or nothing.
Both sides of the team are starting off at the orange buff. A little bit different from what I would expect, thinking that Alpha will start at the orange or at the purple buff in order to choose for them to actually apply a little bit more pressure at the end of bring down the orange and the purple so that they can help to go late. That's what I thought.
But wait, it looks like there's the answer here. A pull onto Diablo. Interesting. I wonder if they got what they wanted out of that rotation.
Yeah, it's weird. But then again, it's always the question of where will you first rotate if you're the Natalia? Typical answer is to the jungle. But this time, Burnix Flash decided to put that Natalia into the XP lane. RSG, interestingly, had 2 of their heroes in the XP lane.
Also interesting to note, we are going back to what Diablo's used to. Execute on the Benedetta. Bray, though.
He's just gonna be jumping in right onto Shama as well as ATM. He jumps himself away with his ultimate, but unfortunately this is a collapse from the side of Burnax Flash. They bring Bray down and fortunately wasn't able to do quite much. Diablo, eye for an eye connects, and that is gonna be a stun. And Roy comes in from behind to snipe D7 away as well. A valuable trade.
My, oh my, Diablo rocking the execute.
That's right.
It did not work in the first time. I mean, the Petrify didn't work, but this time against a sustained kind of composition where you want to heal up, you execute them first before they are able to put themselves back to 100.
And again, this brings us back to our theory. Going into the draft, going into Game 3, Coach Kuja allowing RSGSG to play what they know, to play within that space, to try and claw themselves back into a possible reverse sweep. First turtle spawned here. RSGSG, a small lead, about 400 gold. Brave first to the scene. Roy sniping them out. This is a 3v2 potentially. Make it a 3v3 now. 4v3.
Immediately ATM doesn't really have a lot of help to work with, but the South Order will be able to extending the life of the side of Burnax Flash just by a tad little bit. RSG takes the turtle for themselves as now Lucidcutie as well as Bray would want to get themselves away as fast as they can. Lucidcutie expends his flicker. Bray finds himself. Oh! A very important life steal, but it doesn't seem like he will be able to keep himself long enough. As now ATM with the final slash pulls Lucidcutie deeper into their own jungles. He's not able to bring him down though. Diablo continues his onslaught of ATM and he successfully brings him down.
That's the unbending will doing work. The less life you have, the more damage you deal. But D7 knew, D7 understood, and he said, you are never safe as long as I'm around.
Talia enters the Land of Dawn as she debuts in MSC 2023 and then gets a kill onto Diablo. Very important one. This is so trippy. This game is so trippy because this is the only game where you are going to see 2 executes in the modern meta that we have right now. And I'm happy.
It's good. I like it. The fact that team fights and bodies may drop in a flash, all puns intended, makes for amazing swingy team fights. So yeah, the margin of error has not only shrank for RSGSG, but allowed Burnax Flash to be more creative. I'm not so sure if this is how you want to approach a possible sweep.
RSG seems as though they're trying to get a lot of fight in the southern side of the map. They do not want to, find too many different variables over to the top side. They want to leave 1-1 and Claude alone. In the meantime, just bolstering their jungler, or perhaps bolstering Diablo.
In the past 4 minutes, it has been a very quiet gold lane. Now, here in mid, you see Cat. Oh, catches a little bit from Roy. Yep. An interesting bush that D7 kept there. Interesting. I wonder what he was planning.
Yeah. Call it the Crammer's bush because the Crammer is there. Okay, so now that we have a little bit of a downtime, I want to say that the engage comp coming out from the side of Burnax Flash, even when they have the Natalia, the 4 other members can engage as 4. And that will mean that we are waiting for a timing, which typically happens at 9 minutes for Burnax Flash.
Here we go. The jump in. That's Spear Valve start up.
And of course, with the Minoan's Fury, Minoan's Rage just gonna be popping right up. D7 gets a kill down onto Roy. And Diablo was hoping to be able to get away from the hands of ATM, but let's be honest here, the amount of dash is just a little bit too much as D7 comes in to pincer maneuver.
A clear win for the hometown heroes in Burnax Flash. Up ahead now by about 700 gold.
Yeah. It was funny, I just said that it will be a 4-man engage, and indeed it was. They utilized all their members, but my oh my, D7 had a great shot at Novaria. He waited for the Astral Recall to end before he went in, and he has a one-shot potential because of the execute. You saw how big of a problem that was. Maybe this is a time where we find out a weakness for the Novaria.
And that's the story of Game 1 even, Game 2 rather, given the fact that there was so much space played with, there was so much of a threat of a backline push, and who'd have thought it would come from a roamer this time around in D7. Watch where he is right now, threading the needle here, playing around the river.
I really thought that there would be a lot more emphasis from Natalia onto the 1-1, but perhaps because of all of the team fights that is happening in the southern side of the map, Natalia is pretty much forced to be present in all of these fights, keeping 1-1 in an even lane against Donut.
And they're trying to equalize that fact. Here's a jump!
Doesn't seem like Seacan's gonna go down anytime soon, as they do have the Coast Altar. Donut actually got clipped by the Astrosphere, but Donut tried to go in to clear things out a little bit, but he gotta have to go home.
Okay, so between the Cult Altar and, of course, wait, in mid, Diablo lives. All right, I was going to say, despite there being executes and the Cult Altar, the motivational roar, the Spear of Alpha from Bray, there's going to be a lot of nothing team fights here. There's going to be a lot of like, oh, in? Okay, we're going to go out, go back. I wonder what that spells out for the gold laners, since both of them want to get to that mid-power spike.
I think it's great for... That's how you want to play if you're playing the Claw. You want the extended team fights. But when it comes to the 1-1, the fact that you're not eliminating members, it means that your ultimate will not transfer from one to the other. That's really the reason why Paramis is a good hero to kind of counter the 1-1, because it doesn't allow your teammates to be killed during that state. So what I'm trying to say here is the Cult Altar and the 1-1 timing is very crucial.
Oh, here's a pull coming in from Chama. It's for Burnex Flash, all of them to take.
It doesn't seem like the Minotaur is going to be anywhere here. And now we do have Shama that takes down the turtle. Diablo finds himself under the threat of ATM, and D7 came in from behind, punishes both Roy and Diablo.
Suddenly, a quick take from the turtle leads into 2 kills, and now we are living in Burnex Flash country, quite literally, and also in-game, but there is a trade. Okay, able to push up top. Where else can they find a trade? Because suddenly, you can see now Chama is also going ahead.
Yeah, the purple.
Committing, grant that purple here.
Oh, they took the purple, and this is already very bad for Bray. Surely, that the takedown on the third up top is great when it comes to the economy of RSG, but now they're finding a lot of problems dealing with the composition of Burnex Flash. At this point, Roy, I think he needs maybe some leg plates, or maybe Dreadnought armor, or maybe a full Anticuras, because my D7 is gonna keep on hounding this Novaria.
He needs a pair of pants.
He needs a pair of pants.
That's safe to say. And now, even Lucian Curie feeling the wrath of all this physical damage from Burnex Flash.
He's angry. Minoan's rage down on the 2 members, but the Cult Altar will be able to keep them alive for a little while longer as Dona jumped himself over to the back lines with the BMI, but it doesn't seem like we'll be able to do quite much there. Most of the members from the side of RSG were on a sliver, and they are barely alive, but they will be able to recall back home. And this could be big as important final slash from ATM. He's still gonna be relentless if he wants to continue, but I don't think that he will be able to stretch it any longer.
That was a very expensive shutdown on the D7, but just the same, Burnex Flash kept them hostage. They put them right where they wanted them. All this while, Donut was pushing up top, and now the map is slowly turning blue. That is the upper quarter, all belonging to Kamai.
Seacat with the plays, actually. He baited Oki so much, and Oki had to commit. When he jumped in, the final splash was really off cooldown coming up from ATM. I would say Burnex Flash, their chemistry is just way too good.
Not just their communications as well. They're playing the map to a point where RSG are getting overloaded. Here they're making a play for the Lord. It's at about half of its health. Let's see. Astral Echo already spent.
Diablo down to the bottom lane though. He's getting distracted as D7 is on spot, has been able to put his HP all the way down low. He's gonna go down. In the meantime, the main fight, Shama takes the Lord. But for now, Oki soars into the air. He did manage to get a kill down to Shama. That's gonna be good. And as well as ATM, RSG and Burnex Flash tries to find value from both sides. But what is this that we're seeing? Zika is appearing in the middle lane, but D7 is nowhere to be found.
2 for 1, but the Lord still goes over to Burnex Flash, first Lord of Game 3. Expect that the map will remain blue, but just the same, RSG are down but not out.
Yeah, they did get a kill on the Chima, but the fact that Chima is level 12 when the Bray was only level 11 during the Lord fight, they got the W of the Lord. They still lost their jungler, but the fact of the matter is there's just a lot of economic advantage that Burnex Flash was able to get. Again, it's all about the macro.
Oh, spotted there. I think D7 knows. He had a feeling that Lucian Cutie was waiting to engage. Here's what's interesting. RSG, they want to be able to protect their map. They want to be able to keep as much territory for them. But just the same, they can't do that because they're better in the 5v5 against Burnex Flash, especially when D7 is out on the hunt. So what do they do here? Do they always use Astral Echo when it's up? Because they definitely need to if they want to win, like now!
Seems like it. They managed to find 4 people.
4 people.
That was one of the bigger Astral Echoes of the series.
For sure. This is important now because eventually when you get to level 12, your Astral Echo will just last, the cooldown will just be about 28 seconds. So that's massive.
So with that being said, you can see here.
No physical defense from Roy.
That's right. Did not pick up any pants. So he's playing greedy here. But just the same, I think for the past 4 or 5 minutes, D7 has been relatively mum. He's playing a pacifist run on this Natalia now.
That's right, because he's being spotted, and I think that will be expected now. And this is always the dilemma for the Natalia. What do you do when you're actually leading by so much, right? Typically, you don't invite anybody to step out of their comfort zone. And RSG, look at them go. It's just not leaving each other right now.
It's like the threat of D7 is constantly appearing in every single part of the map, right?
Yeah.
RSG don't really have someone that is really tanky enough, except for Bray, to just kind of face check on the brushes. So they gotta have to leave it to Roy with the ultimate, or perhaps even the Astral Sphere.
Yeah, not just. Even Lucian Curie's afraid to face check into a bush that has Natalia. Because, yeah, you are a Minotaur, but the silence is key. The fact that you can't answer back as quickly with a motivational roar, nor a Minoan's Fury, despite its buff recently, it's not as easy to say. So, again, RSG, SG here, they understand that the margin of error is so small for them. And now Burnex Flash, I'm waiting for them to step on the clutch. I'm waiting for them to say, you know what, it's time. We have to be aggressive. What timers are we looking at? Level 12 for Roy. Oh, he's still not quite there yet.
Yeah. Very important to get that ultimate. Level 3 ultimate.
Diablo, eye for an eye. Electro final blows, barely gets himself away.
And that came at a very small cost for Burnex Flash. Not many ults spent.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Benedetta won't be in this fight. At least for the next maybe 5 to 10 seconds. He do have the top lane to shove out. He gotta have to defend that as well. But we don't see Claude anywhere.
Yep. Now Chama looking for the pull. Lucian Cutie standing their ground after Echo. This one's a good one. They see a lot of members from Burnex Flash.
The big man, Roy, goes down. And now the rest of the members from the side of Burnex Flash understand that they do have the number priority. They're just going to be jumping right in, brings on the Lord. And 3 men down from the side of RSG. Okay, the last member remaining down in the bottom side. And it's going to be left with Diablo to try to defend it all.
Again, we were talking about the fact that you only need some pants. Just a little bit of physical defense coming out from Roy, and you saw what happened. 100 to 0 in a fraction of a second onto a Novaria, a very important hero for the side of RSG.
D7 showing complete respect and patience in the situation. He understood that I only need to find Roy, and if I do, this could be it. Lord crashing through top lane, already penetrated. Burnex Flash knocking down RSG's door. They're already inside their base. D7 taking care of a wave down bottom, and look how deep Diablo is cutting in mid.
Burnex Flash has smelled fresh blood, and they are ready for the hunt. They are gonna chow down like a hungry toddler, and they will do whatever that they can to bring Rsg Slate SG down. But what exactly is gonna be the start of the fight? That is, as IATM goes in for the final flash onto Lucian Cutie, brings him out, but he managed to flicker right back home.
The Singaporean overlords, the champions of MPL SG Season 5, still breathing, still here, successfully defends. Now Roy hit that threshold. Faster release on the Astral Echo, but to what extent, given that they can barely leave their base?
Yeah, I'm just looking through all of the items of the members of RSG. You can see all of them have some semblance of a physical defense. You can see, for example, there's Hiras and some pants for Diablo, and you have the brute force breastplate, and this is expected for the alpha, and the entirety of their squad will have physical defense except an important hero. I think that somebody has to call that from RSG.
Roy.
You cannot rely on the fact that D7 will be spotted out. You see 3 big team fights that didn't have the Novaria for RSG.
Oh, Roy, get some pants on. Even Lucian Curie's got some pants on.
Exactly.
At some point, he was sitting on so much leather jerkin. Yes, how much leather jerkin you want, Lucian? Yes!
That's a problem. And the fact that there is also Donut, right, that also deals physical damage. I think that the understanding coming out from Rsg Slate.
Yeah, and Seagat isn't even a real damage dealer. Oh no, but Diablo!
He managed to get away, no problem. But ATM wants to come in from behind, and Lucian immediately knocks ATM up. As long as no one gives him the proxy to keep on with the dash, he was gonna be A-okay. Diablo won't run away, but Lucian Cutie, he goes down to the hands of Burnex Flash. And that is the Lord popping out in 20 seconds. This is crucial.
the back-to-back Khmer champions are using the most of this 9k gold lead. They understood that if we split up RSG for just maybe a second or two, there would be a huge advantage for us. We outman them, we outgun them, and we take down who we can. Lucian Cutie being absent from this Lord take is going to be crucial. Not even a thought of a contest here coming in from RSG, unless, is that enough for a snipe, can they? No, they're going to blitz it.
It's a blitz. Nope, immediately.
I love this decision coming out from Burnix Flash. They
No
really
questions
are.
asked.
They are going for the head now, as the expression would say. They will definitely be coming through it. Look at that D7
What?
stealing that purple.
Dude, even D7, that's a roamer. That's a roamer stealing away your buff.
RSG is just losing controlling the entire part of the map, and the only place that they can go is within their own home. But Lord marches in the top side, ready to pillage everything that RSG loves. What can they possibly do here?
One thing is stay inside your base, play in your base.
Yeah.
And now I'm hoping that Roy is ready to rumble and that he has all the items that he needs, at least to clear the waves. Because, man, given the single target nature of a majority of the heroes from RSG, their wave clear isn't the best. And now the end may be nigh unless the Raiders have something to say about it. Look at this Lord up top and a mid-wave coming crashing through.
CKTP not looking very well though, but he will definitely want to start with the Shadow Stampede. The rest of the members from the side of Burnett Flash are going to be holding on behind. The final slash did connect, but not quite much. Roy almost with the smackdown on ATM. They just want to look for a small little big play from their own side. They want to clip someone on the side of Burnett Flash, and only then when they find themselves that edge, they will jump in.
Mad respect, RSG understood the dynamics of that defense. So close call there, sniping from Roy. A successful defense, yeah, they lose their mid inhibitor, they lose top lane inhibitor as well, but they still have one more in bottom. So yeah, I expect sudden crashing through these odd angles in their own jungle. So maybe now, with these items that they have, they can play around. What's the item game looking like?
Seems like still full damage from Roy. Very important that he... I guess the decision is, okay, I get one shot by D7, I don't care anymore. I one-shot people too. By the way, Diablo played the defense so well. The usage of the eye for an eye was actually perfect when they tried to go for him, and he managed to stay alive in those defenses.
I think the general game plan here from the side of RSG is just to try to play safe. But unfortunately, that doesn't look safe for me at all. As we have Bray taken down, coincide with the life or timer of the Lord.
Oh no, 40 seconds without Bray. Not even thinking about the Lord take, just his presence on the map, his contributions to clearing the waves. That was a flub, definitely from RSG.
It's gonna be bad. Even Diablo is not the last thing when it comes to the damage output of D7. Now rocking a Blade of Despair, by the way. That's how rich he is.
I feel that the win condition from the side of RSG is kind of like switched over to the side of Roy. He want to get a little bit greedy and play in a very safe place. As long as he clips someone with his Astral Spear, then RSG jumps in. 4v5, they want to look for that numbers advantage.
Something tells me RSG are also looking to isolate D7. If they can pick off D7, go from there, play the 5-man rotation, win off of that. That's one way to go, but this Lord, as the saying goes, forget about it.
Yeah. We'll try to defend once again. And it's the hero that you have to look for in this defense is Diablo. Is he gonna have a good time as he did in the first time that they had to defend against a level 2 Lord of Burnix Flash?
Oh, I can't believe it. This is the 4th Lord, man. And we are approaching TikTok timers. Confirmed, we are here, the 20-minute mark. If you die here, you might as well have just ended the game right then and there.
The Lord pushes aggressively. The entirety of RSG holds down the fort and wants to keep the Lord busy as possible. Donut joins in. Bray gets caught out. Oki gets caught out. 2 men down from the side of RSG. And the entire part of the side of Burn and Flash is going to be pounding themselves right down on RSG. Burn and Flash takes the game. Takes the series out of the hands of RSG.
The first elimination of MSC 2023 comes at the hands of the Khmer champions. Burn X Flash made sure that we heard GGRSG for the last time.
You ban Diablo's heroes and you win a series. 3 games. They did not let Diablo play a game that he wanted to. They shut down Oki as well as Lucian. They studied the draft, they have prepared for this, and they played so well. Their macro is off the charts. Burn Express are very fluid, definitely deserving to get the win over RSGSG.
It is unfortunate for RSGSG. The amount of respect that Burn X Flash gave over to RSG is great.
Let's throw it over the stage and hear from our winners.
Opo Sato dan Burn X Flash មួយទៀតបាទវ៉ាវឥឡូវនេះជាពេលវេលាមួយដែលយើងទៅតង់រក
Man, Burn is just moving in a different way. We've seen Burn play on the M4 before, and they were not this smooth. Burn is, I'm really liking Burn right now. Even their plays on the early stages of the MSC, because they were not so hot on the M4. Now though, they even did good on the early stages of the MSC on the first 3 days. Yeah, Burn is just amazing. They definitely improved as compared from the M4 matches. Anyways, what's the next match? What's gonna be the next match? Oh snap, Mara interviewing the players.
That was such a phenomenal game.
Oh,
I want to ask you first, D7. Did you know from the very start
it's not jab this time anymore.
that you were going to sweep the opponent 3-0?
Let's hear Mara's awesome voice.
It's smooth like 3-0 like that
អូខេគាត់គិតថាមុនដំបូងគាត់អត់នឹកស្មានថាគាត់នឹងអាចយកឈ្នះនៅសិង្ហបុរី 3-0 បែបនេះទេគាត់គិតត្រឹមថាអាចនឹង 1-2 ឬមួយក៏ 3 សុំទៅ 1-2 ប៉ុណ្ណឹងប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវនេះគឺ 3-0 តែម្ដងបាទពិតជាអស្ចារ្យមែនទែន
Good prediction. He knew from the start it was going to be a sweep. At worst case scenario, it's 3-1. But let's talk about that Natalia pick in game number 3. That was a surprise pick, and I don't know if you heard, but when you picked Natalia, everybody in the crowd was cheering. So let's talk about that Natalia pick in game 3. Why did you choose that?
We pick Natalia because this is our plan for bet Novaria. It's okay
អូខេគាត់និយាយថាហេតុអីបានជាសំណួរសួរថាហេតុអីបានជាគាត់ pick Natalia នៅក្នុងការលេងនៅក្នុង game ទី 3 នេះហើយគាត់បានលើកឡើងថានេះគឺជាគម្រោងការរបស់គាត់ដែលគាត់នឹងសម្រេចចិត្តក្នុងការ pick យក Natalia នៅក្នុងការលេងសម្រាប់ game ទី 3 នេះហើយឥឡូវនេះគឺទទួលបានជ័យជំនះហើយបាទ
And that was a very good choice because that countered a lot of the opponent's hero. Now let's talk to somebody familiar. Donut! Donut, hey! Uy, galing mo ah. Galing! Okay. Basically, you have a new journey here with Burn X Flash. Let's talk about your journey and how do you liking it so far? Especially how far you've gone. Talk about that.
My journey in Burn X Flash is really fun. Especially they're like my second family and feels like I'm in home. So yeah, they're fun to hang out with. So yeah.
Okay. So the question គាត់បានសួរថាតើឥឡូវនេះគឺ Donut គាត់បានចូលរួមជាមួយនឹង Burn X Flash នៅក្នុងប្រទេសកម្ពុជារបស់យើងនៅក្នុងការប្រកួតនៅ game មួយនេះថាតើ journey គាត់ដំណើរជីវិតរបស់គាត់នៅក្នុងប្រទេសកម្ពុជាយ៉ាងម៉េចដែរគាត់ថាប្រទេសកម្ពុជារបស់យើងពិតជាល្អមែនទែន team ក៏
So there we go, guys. Anyways, I think it's gonna be an hour before the next match begins. I'm gonna check which is the next match. Ooh, Mara. A squad that speaks English. Yeah. We're gonna be back. Cause it's too long for 1 hour. We have nothing to do for 1 hour. So we're gonna be back. Now we're gonna be back after 1 hour. This. Yeah, we're gonna be back. Just 1 hour, because I think there's a break, 1 hour break before the next match. begins. Please make... Yeah, we're gonna also live stream the Blacklist versus Simp. Oh, Blacklist versus Femp is the next game? Really? Sure. Advanced server game. Yeah. It's like calling a Pokemon. Elgin sing. I can't sing, man. All I can do is simp. All this... yeah. When's Echo's match? I'm not sure. I'm gonna check it. Where is the game? It's being held in Cambodia. That's why Burn has the home power. That's probably why they're doing so good right now, because they're in their home turf. Nah, I think they're eliminated now, because we only have 4 days. 4 days for the other remaining matches. Yeah, M5 is gonna be held on Philippines, PH. I think M5 is gonna be on December though. December. So it's still away. Still. Oh snap! Is this? Those were the Burn guys. I mean the RSG guys, right? Well, it's a given that they're gonna have a very disappointed face. I missed it. Who won? It's the Burn. Burn won. Mara is just interviewing them right now. Mara. God dang it, Mara. You make my blood boil. I will make money for it. Which one? You will make money from the M5? Are you Filipino, Elgin? Yeah, we're from PH. Ooh, they're showing audience. Maybe some hot girls like that. Yeah. Show me more. Please. Munton has a good banding with the Filipino. Yeah. We're just gonna check how long it actually is. Last time it was like 70 minutes. Everyone here are sure for the team. About 80% of players here are currently watching. Oh, I'm actually... Oh, Mara, I can actually touch Mara in this. Oh, God. Come on, one more closer, so at least I can be near Mara. Elgin, you're getting clips now. Oh, snap, another... Oh, they're with their daughter. Is that your daughter? Can I be your new kid? Can I be your son now? Is that your daughter besides you? Mom, dad? Can you be my new mom and dad? Oh, Mara! How can I... Are you drunk? This actually are normal stuff. The couch is waiting for you. Please be a shoutcaster. I can almost touch Mara. Almost. Who turned off this video? I'm gonna stop before we get cancelled, okay? Oh, there we go. Finally. So we will be back, guys, after an hour. Before we say anything, before we might say any stuff that we might regret. Yo, show us the time. There was a timer from last time. I just want to see the timer first before we end on how long do we exactly have to wait. Never thought Elgin was like this. I am sorry to disappoint Tamjen. Going for Mara. Oh, I will definitely... on M5, Mara is definitely gonna be there, right? So we can probably snipe Mara from afar. Because we're actually shy. Yo, show us the timer before we end. Susie's thread. To find Mara. Yeah, they're gonna have, because on the M4 they had this sexy dresses for the event. So most likely they're also, or my wife, they're also gonna have those again on the M5. Yo, show us the timer, god dang it. Highlights. Well, anyways, most likely it's gonna be an hour or so. Ooh, MVP highlights. Imagine if Mara sees this. Hopefully not. Elgin, sing in the meantime. I'm just waiting for the timer to show up on how long the next game is gonna be. Because last time it was an hour, which is way too long. But who knows, right? Maybe it's just 15 minutes. Maybe it's a miracle. Don't let Mara find your clips. Yeah, hopefully. I thought it was 1 year. Imagine if one of the hosts is watching this stream. I doubt it. It's just us, cultured men, on this stream most likely. Roy was good to be honest. Yeah. Imagine it's 200 years. Ooh, game time 200. Oh, game time was 20 minutes. That's a lot of. That's. So Blacklist versus Femp is gonna be the next game based on our viewers. Cultured Simp. I'm sweating just from watching Mara, man. I sweat. I literally sweated. When's your birthday? I'll make sure to wish you. March 19. I got hot. Just watch. Yo, show us the timer, man. Watch Oshinoko. What's Oshinoko? Yeah, Mara's fire. Yeah, Mara with traditional clothes just makes things more interesting. More. Oshinoko is an anime? Really? I will have to search that up. Is Mara Filipina as well? Yeah, she's Filipina. This is why I came from the original site. I see you're a man of culture. Shows timer. Dude, hopefully not. Susi Baka, Brian versus. Yo, show us the. Oshinoko is a great anime. I'm glad I haven't read the manga. Really? What's it about? Does it have hot babes? Hey, Elgin, what do you think we're gonna wait here? I'm just waiting for the timer to show up so that we can know how long we can. Hello, Brian versus. What's up? Will you stream Blacklist Pink versus Blacklist Pink? Yeah, we're also gonna stream the Blacklist versus Femp. We're gonna stream all the remaining games for today because I think there's 3 games, right? But I'm just gonna check how long is the interval between each games. Because last time it was an hour. Just gonna make sure. Blackpink and Simp. What? Who was the other host in M4? Yeah, I missed the other host. Mara Clara. Oh, there's only two. Only 2? There's only gonna be 2 games. You guys are more informed than me. Again, sorry for not being informed on the MSC event, guys. Because yesterday I was really sick. I was down with the fever from thinking too much of Mara. I really had the fever. I had the fever I actually already had the fever when I was live on Tuesday. Remember when I was live streaming on Tuesday? I already had a slight fever, and then when Wednesday came in, I really had a fever then, so I couldn't get all the info on the MSC. Oshinoko has cute girls. Cute is cute. Almost. I don't know, man. I would rather have hot. Are you okay now? Yeah, we're. One Piece has hot babes. One Piece hot babes is a understatement for One Piece, man. Those body proportions, right? Those body proportions of Nami and Robin on One Piece. I mean, even Robin's skills. You see those skills that Robin uses? Like, she's gonna stamp you with her legs and feet. I will get hit by that. Oh, snap. There's... Oh, the burn. The RSG guys were really sad. Well, anyways, again, let's. Oh, snap! Yeah, scream my name more. You're sad. I will make you happy. Yeah, imagine Robin's skills, Robin's legs, hands, whatever, man. Just hit me with any body part you want, Robin. Angelique, not yet. Danganron pa, yeah. My kid plays that. Nami, I know, Nami. Oh, 60 minutes. Finally, we see the timer. So 60 minutes before the next game. Oh, there's only 2 games. You're right. And it's gonna be Black versus Femp. Black Femp. What the hell? Yeah, 1 hour. So we're gonna be offline for 1 hour. We're gonna be back after 1 hour. Before we end, we want to hear the intro voice. Sure. Also, we're gonna do an outro. The best intro the usual intro voice that we do is patch notes, right? Do I have a script on this patch note? Nope. Do I have a script? Here we go. Mic test. Play one match I can. Hey guys, what's up? So we have a new update on Advanced Server and it's patch 1.9.69. First on our list is the update on your mom. There we go. Simp for Mara with your intro voice. Simp with what will I say? Okay, one more. Hey guys, Mara. Hey Mara. Oh snap. Hey guys, what's up? I don't know what to say to Mara. I suddenly got shy just thinking I'm speaking to Mara. Man, I need to change. I need to think about my life decisions. Outro, let's go for outro. Here you go, outro. Share your thoughts. Here we go. So what can you say about the update? Do you like the new skins? Share your thoughts in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching. Mara, I will someday find you, Mara. Mara. So that's it. Bye guys. Bye. No, please don't send this to Mara.